Late. Has the game started? Absolutely it hasn't. No, it has not. So am I late? No. No. Ascent, Sunset, Bind, Lotus, Haven. No Icebox. Let's go, Giants. I must say. Well, I need to fill up my water. At some point. But I do need to go to the toilet. So I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game. It's an FPS game.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. My eye is kind of fucked up, but it's okay. Wolves win? Ooh, Wolves did not win. I got bad news for you. Wolves did not win. A Buemo goal? Are you serious? Are you for reals? One guide? Spurs were awful? Were Spurs awful or were... Oh, I haven't seen the new Champs bundle. Take a look at it in between the maps. Yeah, I know Wolves are the only team that didn't get a carry. I know. It's Profit drama? What's the Profit drama? I haven't seen the Champs bundle. What is the Profit drama? Bro, why would you one guy me with an Mbuemo goal? Oh, similar to the camo stuff? Hmm. Not ideal, is it? Not ideal. Misogynist racist joined rank 3 years ago. Not ideal. Not ideal. But I do also think we should give people grace and forgiveness and allow that people should be able to grow and learn from their mistakes. I'm a bit behind time-wise. Hello, Canada man. Bro, why would you get my hopes up so much about an Mbuemo goal? That's actually just so sad. Actually not cool. Although Mbuemo will get like 10 points. Or he should do, so. Turkish fans were not happy, insulted their founder. Wait, he insulted the founder of BBL?
In the past coming into this stage of the tournament, and often it will be one team fighting for that seeding while the other is looking to qualify. No, this is clear cut as can be. The stakes couldn't be higher for either of these teams. A year of competition.
Oh, the founder
Everything
of
working
Turkey.
towards champions and everything coming down
see.
to this moment.
What? Why the
They
fuck
best
is
put
he
their
getting?
best feet forward, and we've seen
Why the fuck is he
plenty
insulting the founder of
power-ups throughout
Turkey?
These last couple of weeks. I'm looking at Ara coming into this game.
Mr.
He's had a
Turkey.
phenomenal resurgence. Group stage was not kind to him. He had good games and bad games, averaging out. But here, he has looked fantastic in the playoffs.
That's
and he'll be the man to draw
it's a
first
bold
blood as
strategy
well.
with the spike there, Magnum.
The other two players already desperately low. Levin trying to take the charge, but he walks into Flickless. This is a good start for GX, and it's looking
Okay,
to
bit of a
continue
disaster
spike
round
on
from
the
BBL
deck.
to start off with. It's round
Two
one.
left
It's fine.
standing.
It's fine. They'll learn.
Sociable, well, I was going to say, might find a gap. Ara going, looking, could give
Don't
him
know
a
if
kill.
we need to
That's a way
swing
back
out
into the
Ara
round.
when we're in a
Sheriff potentially to be picked
5v2.
up. Westside needs to win this fight.
Okay, okay. We got some fucking horrible Valorant.
The path to the B site. There's an opportunity here for BBL.
Oh, nice shutdown by Cloud, though.
Some
Doesn't
nice
wanna
horrible
overcommit.
Valorant to start.
3 versus 2, or versus 1 rather, after taking down Profec. But Sociable's got that Sheriff. He can be dangerous. He showed it on Sunset just yesterday. Maybe he will in the next map, but for now, it's a 1-0 for G.
I'm not 20
GX,
seconds
and
behind.
another
Why are you
strong
lying to me?
Start for Ara, which is something I'm looking for. As I said, he's a player that has had these. His ceiling is so high.
Bought the
but his
Giants
floor
bundle
seems so
yesterday. Well,
low
that
throughout
makes the
group stage.
first.
And yet it seems
They
like
had a first
all
sale.
we've seen is that
It's a bit
ceiling
choppy
here in
again.
playoffs,
Do I
and
need
it
to
was
fucking-
driven to make it to champions.
But that's sort of the fun thing about this
I need to
matchup.
close it.
I feel like he is up and down
Is it a bit
in
choppy?
games, and Levin is up and down in rounds.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Okay.
It's like, I'd say if you look at scoreboards, Levin might be a little
right.
bit more
What I need to
consistent,
do.
but, we saw it in their prior match. He had some moments
Well,
that you
is
want
it?
to forget,
Let me see.
and some that we'll never forget, just with how good individually he can be.
But if it is a
Another
bit
that
choppy,
fits
then
that
all I
bill
need
is,
to
of
do is
course,
just I need to just
sociable,
close all of my Vivaldi
We'll
and
have
restart.
plenty to focus on throughout the entirety of this series for now.
Should I do it
Good
during a
early start
second
for
round?
GX, and something we've highlighted
Fuck
throughout
it, we're doing it during a second round.
almost the entirety of stage 2.
Hold on. I'll be a brief moment. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're good.
Victories in pistols for BBL. I'd say over the last couple
Didn't even
of days,
miss a
that
kill.
stat's taken a hit.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there was a point where they were sitting around like 68%. Like, they were untouchable when it came to those pistol rounds, but the winds have changed, certainly in effect. And now the result of that 1-0 for GX is obviously one pistol and a full buy against Classics late into the round. BBL don't find their opportunities. These are the kind of rounds where maybe you're farming orbs, and then you're
I'll take a look at the
together as
champs
a
bundle
unit.
in between the
Looking to
maps.
Just brute force into a site, use your numbers to your advantage. And well, the only thing is, towards this site, Grabinho on the jump spot down below. It looks like he's
God, I
playing
hate
a
when
game
the
of Mario
spectate people
with
do this.
Ara
So
close
annoying.
by, but Ara has to play through a smoke with an outlaw. He's
Oh, no.
Grabinho isolated, which gives the pick away, gives the rifle as well, and even still, he has to wait for
Start
that
them.
reveal, but when it comes through, they follow up instantly.
Okay, this just got interesting. That's an outlaw into enemy hands. More importantly, into Sociable's hands. Now, a couple of the players have at least been tagged a little, but they are dealing with things well. And while trying
Nice
to come
try.
out of the
Nice
smoke,
try.
there was no real chance for Sociable. All in all, not a bad round for BBL. They made it costly. They got a plant, but it's still the round going the way of GX and that conversion in tow.
Yeah, they only had that one pistol, though, on GX, so quite a lot of damage done indeed. I think BBL can have their head held high. They chose the right site. Their smoke towards short or towards the door completely locked out any play
That's
from Ara
lovely.
until that reveal landed. Then he's able to actually have some say, but he gets pushed on. Again, BBL making the instant read to make that push over.
Big time
He's
dart
the
from
player
Giants,
with
got a
the
bit
sniper
tasty.
inside the smoke. It's
BBL
amazing
should
what
play
there's
pretty
with the
fast
picks.
here on their
It's good
attack side.
damage to the economy. GX happy not to lose the round, and now looking for a 3-0 start, but with weaker weapons.
I want to go back to yesterday as well. Bear in mind, BBL played this map, 5-0 start for Liquid. They didn't get much going on the attack for at least a while. They brought it back to within a close round, but if GX can get that same sort of start, especially with that upgraded rifle now brought into play, this becomes quite scary. We've spoken that for most teams currently playing within the tournament, getting those attack
How can I
rounds
believe
on
so
Ascent
strongly in Wolves? I
will
don't
be the more
believe in
difficult
so
of the
strongly
two.
in Wolves.
But
I just
unlike
support them.
yesterday, BBL haven't gone in for the force buy in round 2, so where their first full buy came in round 4, now they've got that coming in to round number 3. So we do want to see that little bit of a show up from them early on, at least in terms of contesting, even if the scoreline does slip away. taking that lighter by, still making. Hey, maybe if they'd have force bought that one, they would have won towards the A side. Who knows?
Valorant.
Everything.
Question that's never answered for GX. So
Snowstorm,
this
thanks
is
for the
that they should be
19
losing
months.
around. Like we said, with the damage done in the previous, you've got Grabinho on a Bucky, you've got a Sheriff in play for Ara. I mean, really not there are a lot of weaknesses for this squad.
They shot early as well. It wasn't actually the Bucky that shoots the Prowler, it's the player behind. They're trying to bait
Okay, a
them into
little
that
A
fight.
split. We
Instead,
fake the B split. We go for the A split. We might run into this trip. Might run into Cloud.
Smoke, very nice angle.
Giants looking
Freebie in a
prepared
round
right
like
now.
this, he
It must
couldn't
be
wish
said.
for much more, but Westside going down through the cage. That's a nice return for BBL. They've got the site. A plant should be found, and now retaking with the Bucky, retaking with the Sheriff. It's going to have its downsides. Seen the impact of a good reveal earlier, but there'll be none to be found as Cloud goes down. Ara closing the distance, but they're aware on BBL that all their opponents are towards this angle.
Oh
The
no,
line is
the
perfect,
body
though.
block.
Great work from Grabinho. Flickless onto Levin. Now they start to close the distance, but Sociable
Sociable.
stands
Sociable,
strong
go kill.
in a round where they need him to show up.
Well, it got a little bit chaotic there. I think Giants have come up with some pretty good prep here. They seem pretty aware of what BBL are gonna do. Obviously, like you know.
Yeah,
you have a pretty good idea of what maps are likely to come up.
And the pop flash that goes through and then followed up by the paranoia, that made a round that should have been very clean and almost impossible into a winnable round if not for Sociable. So you got to watch out for that when GX
See, I
have the
think
right
the BBL
there's
coach
good
is a little
chance
bit
that
worried.
that round wouldn't have even
A little
been
bit
close.
worried. That was not our
I
clean
mean, in
round.
terms of utility usage, obviously Grabinho did well there with the paranoia, but Flickless has just been one of the most impressive to look at. Like I've been blown away with him pretty much from week one, but it's a consistency thing
What
as
is that
well.
game,
Like
man?
every game that he's played,
Who is
he's
that
been
ever
on
gonna
point.
suppress?
And then we move
I'd
towards
say he's
playoffs.
got better. as
Oh,
well.
just someone in
Gotten
that
better,
corner.
not just in his util, but then also
Oh, I
he
see, so
started
it's just
showing
for
up
the
individually.
PO
We've
for
seen
that
this guy
goal.
put up numbers. If you compare his first 3 weeks to his last 3, it's a very different story being told. And that utility usage, that support element hasn't gone
Oh, if you got
anywhere.
an
So
Adam, sorry.
definitely an extremely valuable player.
Didn't
I
have
expect
time to
see
run
him
the
next
ad
year,
first.
regardless of the result here, or if GX make it to champs, depending on how that goes.
An early C's actually utilized
My
by
eyes
the
twitching like
attack, and I'm curious as to what the goal was there. Just maybe trying to keep a couple of players on that side, but
So what are we doing here? Gonna fake
Wasn't
the A
anything to
split
follow up
into
off
a
the back
B
of it.
split?
Flickless now just there to delay. I think the plan was always to try and head into this B side.
Yeah, they
Arrow
should have a
well
decent
positioned.
idea now
Warby
what the
falls
round is.
back and just about makes it through the salvos before they go off.
Still the reveal in play for Cloud, so these smokes going up. It's going to get complicated pretty
the
soon.
trip is
In
nice.
for Westside onto Levin, catches the push, and Cloud managing one before going down. The spam through the smoke, not so kind to him. Late play coming in from Sociable,
Okay.
but there's nothing to be found. And it is the man we were talking about, Flickless, who just dominated that site after running out of the market. 3-1 for GX. They lose on their very light sort of bonus round, but then they come right back in swinging. And even then, in round 3, it was incredibly close.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They barely kept any rifles up other than the couple that were remaining, and because of that, the economy is already in a pretty bad state for the side of BBL. Sure,
Nice
last
on
one
the
might have
flash
been
as well.
5-0, but
And that, I don't know
it
what's
seems
going
like
on
there's
there.
a good chance that this one may go.
But yeah, Giants, as I said, they
more
look
dominant,
prepared.
they
They
can't
look
start
they look
streaking
ready
together.
for what BBL
Bear in
are
mind as
doing
well,
here.
this is sort of the burden they've
To be
had
fair to
of
them.
picking this map. You're always going to start on the attack, and if you start slow, that's a problem.
Oh, that's a mistake from Yumpy. He's walked straight into Ara. Luckily, this isn't a full buy for BBL. There's weaknesses, so it's good to get those out of the way early, but Ara's showing that even against the low buy, which he knows, the opposition hasn't got money for rifles and shields. He's
Well,
willing to
Sal's
play
gone
that
as
little
well,
bit
so
aggressive, that little bit confident.
surviving that,
That's
they
again what
they
I'm
should
looking
be
to
alright
see
here,
from
so
this
long
guy
as
who
he
has
gets
just
that kill, which
heated
they do.
up as playoffs continue. 6-4 start from the Duelist, a Blade Storm available. And what should be now, thanks to his work, an easy closer to a round that BBL have made look a little competitive in the past.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's much. Sociable has his ult, but unless they get into a position where, you know, maybe if Levin gets a kill and they get a plant that gets him an ult. But the bigger problem they have is, even if you deal with some of the earlier fights, you've then got to try and get past Westside.
Well, it's looking
and you just speak his name and he
pretty
appears.
good from
It almost
Giants.
looks too easy. An in-zone flawless.
Yeah, Westside just
for
playing
GX
very deep on B
to go
here with
4-1
like pretty
into
deep
the
trips.
lead.
Seems to be a pretty good counter.
Oh, wow.
If you're BBL here,
Target's
you've got to
already
try and
booming.
suppress him. You've got to
The
send a
ult
knife
starting
maybe
to
to
come online
backside.
as well. I'm waiting to see if
Obviously, it doesn't
maybe
help when your
once
KO
again
does
there'll
that.
need to be an early BBL pause.
I think it's still very early doors, but coming out of this next buy round, that's where
Come on, let's go,
things do
boys.
go awry. I'd
Maybe I'll go
expect
the
to see,
talent
if you
script.
think
Well, the
about
talent
previous
script would
purchases
be
from
what
BBL,
Giants
there
are
was some
doing right now.
individual whiffs. It
Start
was
off
Flick was
dominant.
catching them off guard as the door was closing. Priorities.
It will
not
be
really being
6-1
checked.
down though.
Yeah. Keeping one for the next half. I mean, you have to rely on BBL still having that ability. We saw them 5-0 down, battle back 7-5 at the half. Not in their favor, but still. They managed to put
Look
up
at the
enough
defense.
rounds.
They've already taken full middle control. Like, this is just absurd. They're getting boxed in immediately, and now Prophet tries to react, but he's not quick enough. The defense waited for them to have that buy and then went full aggro. BBL have been caught off guard, and well, this round's already looking over.
Yeah, about that pause. It could be the time for it coming up soon. Ara's confidence is just out of control right now.
Nice
Not
trade.
only that, he's not pushing solo, right? You said it was 3 players going down on
Yeah.
mid, covering all their bases. They're looking like the better squad right now by far. And BBL
Wow, I
have
mean,
to go back
Giants
to the
are
drawing
just
board. This
looking
is their map pick.
very
and
clean.
somewhere we've seen them show up. Somewhere we've seen them be slow to start, like we've been talking
Champs
about.
bundle, very fitting.
But now we're getting towards panic stations as
Yeah.
GX make this one look very clean.
Yeah, that's the problem. Normally when you talk about GX as well, that first map, I think Bear mentioned it on the desk, that it can be a bit of a warm-up.
So
Well,
well, we're
okay,
caught
they
in two
start
minds
slow,
there. It's
map
like we
2 and
don't
3,
know
they're
whether
really
we want to
good.
go B or we
If
want to
they're
re-clear
blitzing
mid.
in
We
map
have a
one,
good feeling that they're in
this
mid
is
and
a
could be
terrifying
pushing, but we don't know
prospect.
which.
As you said, it's like sometimes
we're
maybe Arrow
unsure.
can be a little bit slow. Sometimes West, they're all on. Every single player at the moment is performing for one side.
I think they're a
other
bit
than the
worried about
singular
running these
round out
fast plays
sociable,
against Giants as well.
there's been
Because again,
nothing.
Giants
Now,
do
the
look
one thing
prepared here. They
BBL
seem
does have
ready
coming
for
into this round
a lot
is
of what
5
BBL is
ultimates.
throwing at them,
When
but they
we're a
might
bit
would
weak,
need to
then
go
there's
back
still
to
a
the kind of
chance.
the
You also have to
their
think
bread
about
and
how
butter,
it got
which is
here as
being
well.
aggressive. But here we
This
go.
is going to be a fast play. GX are looking to straight up push down the DRX in full effect. Ara's going through. Cloudburst
Oh,
flash. He's been caught
mistimed.
by it. He stepped out too early. Now they've got him boxed in the corner. In goes the util. He's been pressured from all sides and will go down. But Flickless stepped out to battle alongside him. He'll even
Oh,
take
Flickless
Sociable on
destroyed
the
him.
top of mid. The weaker weapons really showing their weaknesses. As
Oh,
Flickless
killed him
just
as well. Holy
dominates
shit.
the mid fights. That is disgusting.
Well.
He stepped out to try to help Ara, and instead he's helped GX by putting the 6th on the board.
The weird thing as well is, I think in the middle of all that, Magnum tried to use his ult just to help a little bit, and it didn't make a
Okay, BBL take a timeout. Not a great start. Not a great start at all for your boys. BBL. And again, I think that most people, myself included, would like to see BBL at a tournament. There was always a part of me that feared that this would happen. I thought it was going to be that they might lose to Navi when the playoffs started. But a part of me always felt like this was possible. That they would just miss out because they've always just missed out. Oh yeah. Alright, show me this.
Have you
Someone
seen
show
the
me this
Champs
fucking Champs
bundle?
bundle. I'm
I
sick of getting
kinda
asked
like
about
it.
it.
'This is Valorant
25th Raleigh.
heritage.
Thanks for the 23 months, almost 25. Fitting for your name.
5-round gap. We just said they were 5
Let's
rounds
take a look at
down
this shit.
in the last time they played this.
What the
and they won
fuck
the map.
is that?
So what's the
Why is it
problem?
made of cardboard?
Oh, they didn't. It was 13-10 against them. And then
Yeah.
they
I'll
came
bring
back
it
here,
up
right?
later on.
So first of all, already an issue. But the other thing is,
That's the
last
champ
time,
skin.
this makes this point even worse. The last time, those rounds were at least up for competition. Here, it's been decimation. GX have been miles ahead. And after this pause, we need to see a return to form from BBL. Ara finds one. Trades are good. Yumpy's back into the round, but there's so
I
many
don't
more
know where
players
to
here
look.
than I think they expect. Even taking down Westside. Flickless, who's been rock solid, is still here. This time he
zero there.
crumbles, and Cloud is left in a 1v2.
They go back to the basics. Fast pace hit off the null command, but Cloud, I'll be honest, hasn't had that much to do so far, but always reliable. This crossfire, though, should be tough to break through. 2 players on opposite parts. He's going to try and bait the sounds, but ultimately they will have heard the reload. They know roughly where he's going to be. And as he rounds
close
this
angle,
corner,
I'm
you'd
not sure
expect
about it.
Magnum
He's
to be
giving him what he
ready
wants.
and waiting on the other side. And it will be BBL's return to form. A first, but what needs to be a first of a few.
Yampy there
Yeah,
at
I
least
mean,
was close enough. There was a situation like that with Fnatic where Chronicle and Alpha were playing, and Alpha was playing back in main, and Chron was in that same angle that Magnum was, and they ended up losing.
Production is cycling the 53's average planting time stat lol.
Maybe swinging a little bit too early. Probably want to see him go off flickless contact, but he's trying to get involved with Rubinho, who they already knew was there.
Melon and Emo with 40 months. I think that's the first 40 I've seen.
He puts a player low, doesn't manage to take it across the line, and from what we've seen so far this game, that's a bit of a godsend.
40
You're not gonna get
months.
that too many more times.
I think that is the
Again,
first 40.
early utility being sent
That's the beginning
in,
of
but this
that
time
been
on the other
pretty
side of the
one-sided.
map, and I'm looking at the position currently of that spike. This may be
He should
some
become a
early
mod?
utility.
No.
but it is
Mello will
an
never
early
be a mod.
commitment. Maybe expecting some sort of
He's too
response.
young,
Maybe
and
hoping
always will
Train
be.
time.
that there would be a TP across the map.
Give him
from the likes of
VIP.
Rubinho, who does have his
Clearly
ultimate
don't know who
online,
Melon
but
and Nemo is.
instead, after no reaction, BBL are going to fall back into a more patient play. However, that's not gone to plan.
Corvian
at all.
Chemist, thanks for the tier 1, and Black Shadow, thanks for the
Starting to
prime. Thank you both.
That's the spike! The overheat moment!
And I don't think in first duels he's even the guy I would hail for in terms of his playoff performance, but this game he's certainly taking on a new identity. It's a scary thing for BBL to face him on this kind of form.
Oh, interesting Omenal.
TP going
You're not
through,
sticking
it's
that,
not
sure.
surely. No, Prophet
You're
commits
sticking
it.
that.
He's in, and now he's revealed.
And
He's got the spike. The spams are coming
That's
through.
the
damage
spike,
done
but
leaves him
actually
on
he's the
13,
one that
and it's
doesn't
the
die,
off to
but now you
drop
do.
it. Meanwhile,
Okay, we've
Magnum
gone
and
back to
Sociable
full
following
glue
Yampy.
from BBL,
All
nice.
that's left from a successful round.
do
of
have some very
Ultimate.
glue
Straight A
rounds in this
pressure,
comp.
a 1v5.
And that was one of them.
GX looking clean right after that pause, and this has gone from bad to worse for BBL.
Yeah, the direct play, firstly, didn't pull anybody. Like, GX are playing so confidently in their setups that nobody decided to move. Then you lose Levin on a sort of wild jump into mid.
What's my opinion
from
on
them
Viper
onwards,
having
it
2
almost looked
walls?
too
I think
easy.
that would
I
be
love the fact as well that
completely
that
giga
trip
broken.
is mostly meant for Levin. Like, you put that into position just to catch the jet as they dive in to click the switch. Instead, a player TP's next to it and just walks into it by coincidence and gets killed because of it.
Livermento
It
playing
is
left wing for Newcastle? They're probably
a
just playing
solid
5 at the
start
back, that's what I'm going
The
to guess.
GX, and while the best BBL can hope for is 5, and I'll be honest with what I've seen so far,
The lineups,
I don't think
Newcastle
they're getting
United.
there.
I think we got to just enforce the strategy of don't go B. Westside is too
Yeah.
powerful right now to
Oh,
be
good
dealt
thing I
with.
didn't
So
go
you want to go
fucking
to flickless
Alanga.
Aura?
Why is
Like,
Alanga
yeah,
not
There's
playing?
no good options right
Why
now.
has he benched
Nothing's
Alanga?
working.
Has he had a big
Flickless
fall
was
now,
9 and
everyone?
2,
What
got
the
killed
fuck's
trying
going
to
on?
hunt down the final weapon in Wine. Looking the wrong
Yes,
way.
they're
It
obviously
seems to
playing
be
5 at the
biggest
back.
success rate for
They're playing a
taking them out.
5-2-3.
And again, talking about how they got here, as we've got a slower start to the round, BBL failing to qualify. They had a chance. They were within punching distance.
I should pick up a Rango.
Match series
God, when are you
champs
gonna...
point, and they failed.
First
They
it was
faltered,
Sideshow,
they
now
fell
the rest
down
of you
here.
as well.
GX are coming off
When are you
the
gonna
back
leave
of
the
a
poor guy
hot
alone?
streak in the lower bracket. They've looked like they were out of the competition
Okay, they avoid the
for a
count,
couple of
that's
days,
pretty
but
good.
they've kept themselves alive, and now they're within reaching distance of their goal. I think GX have got by far the most wind in their sails, while BBL are looking for a bounce back. And what we're seeing so far doesn't make it look likely that that's the kind of day they're going to have.
This is your map choice.
Off is on site.
Right now, it's looking like your opponent's Ara in place once again. Flickless on that cross, and they have just been decimated. You spoke about going
Well,
in
it's
towards
another
that B,
absolute
A site as
destruction of an
potentially
entry
the
there,
safe
which
haven.
again, when you're
Your
playing
boy
this comp,
Westside,
that's a round
that's the
that
other
you
side
should
of
be
the
able
coin.
to do
It's
better
not
than that
looking
in, to
much
be honest.
better.
Yeah, that's where I call a pause and go, all right, boys, back to B. Let's push Westside. Let's take Westside down.
Do I think Frost remains in APAC with talent?
tried it.
I thought they were...
This is,
Look, I felt
think
so
they know
bad
where he
for them.
is.
I think they
Horrendous
played
start
absolutely
to the
fine. I think the
1v5.
pressure
He's
got
been
to them a
spotted,
bit.
though.
Wow.
Oh, Ara!
I think the pressure got to them a bit.
To bring it
Like,
there. I mean, if you
I think
thought
they were
BBL
unlucky.
were
I think they
feeling
were good.
down before this, that's got to put them out.
And I feel sad for them.
Disrespectful play, but he's earned it.
It's just Flickless causing them issues.
Ultimately,
And the
that
more
game that they
issues he
lost at the
causes them,
FM
the
didn't
more
matter.
space he makes for Ara. It is a
they
gorgeous
would have won the
1-2 punch on the
tiebreaker.
way in, and
When they won
wow,
point off.
yeah, as if it wasn't going bad enough. The disrespect of the knife at the end. 8 and 2.
I think the veto was pretty
But
bad,
for
but what are you
BBL,
going to do? You've got one map that you're going to ban. I don't know what they did ban, but they've got a map that they were going to ban.
Talking about resetting into the
banned
next
it.
one. It's a much more direct take, but already Westside
like a veto in a best of 5. What are you gonna do? Like, especially when you where you play all 5 maps.
Being Flickless and Ara. Now B is Ara and Westside.
You know,
That's
you're gonna ban
as bad
one.
as it can be.
It is what it is.
And avoiding Ara seems to be a difficulty. It's still Westside to pick up the opening after Ara was blinded. 3 players and traps on B though. That leaves weaknesses on A, but they're choosing the wrong spot. They're moving into the op, which is
a crazy cypher
okay,
value as well. They're literally all in
need
market.
to get by another player in Cloud and another in the
Although
form of
Flickless
Westside,
just kind of
who's got
trolled
his
a bit
second
by
kill of the
peeking out
round.
there.
BBL, you know, they're a team that we look at as good in pistols, but also good in these force buys or in these light buys where they've just got sheriffs and a couple bits and pieces. It's certainly not been the flavor of the day here.
Oh, can't be missing that.
Ara showing he is mortal, but maybe in a round
Losable.
where it won't
They're gonna
matter
go
too
back.
much. They had pulled it back into a 2v2. Sociable's ultimate has been on
Oh,
for
if they
a long
catch him,
time,
though.
and Magnum has the spike. He needs to at least get one of these, and he will. Puts it into the 1v1 scenario. Sociable was the guy to win them there first. Looks to bring them there third.
He has no idea.
Lifeline,
Oh,
and
he
he's got
does.
it just
Oh, he
like
does.
that. Right, but Groovy has the read.
Wow.
Another scenario that goes the way of GX. 9 and 2 up.
Well, end
And
this.
even when there looked like a blip or two was there for GX, they still recover.
One more round to play for. BBL setting their goal at 3, not by choice. Great round from Rubinho, and I think this is across the board a stellar performance from GX. Even Cloud 4 and 5. He's got 8 assists, and those are all pretty damn high impact. Those reveals that he sent from B to A single-handedly won them around in round number 2. Stopped BBL from having early success on the board. It looks like there will be a shift to the B site. They look once again to challenge Westside. With Yampi faking out A, I like this.
For Grabinho as well. The story of leaving Koi, a team that finished 1 and 4 in the stage he played, to being a singular match away from champions, might be one of the biggest glow-ups we've ever seen within the region. Of course, as it was said on the desk, it's a marathon, not a sprint, but right now it's looking like a sprint for GX. Finally, we're going to see the usage of that Armageddon.
Again, getting destroyed by trips. They have been absolutely demolished by these trips on B. An actual
No game, no
destruction from
challenge, no
Giants.
wolves, potentially no barrel giants, and me scraping this really is the sad timeline. Maybe I shouldn't have saved that butterfly.
The thing is with this is Giants will be a fucking 2 seed if they win this. Go Geoguessr. Geoguesser's on. Oh my beloved. Geoguessr.
Enligt normen.
Who's playing? Radu C versus Strefan. Didn't see them yesterday.
Så enkelt är det bara.
Jag ser tummar upp ifrån i alla fall mot Radu, och jag gissar på att
It's in a different fucking language. Blinky got eliminated. That's not on yet.
What if Barrel had an agent that could break cipher trips without having to pick?
It's a crazy thought. It's a crazy thought.
Geoguessr, my main man.
For fuck's sake. Semi-final. Ooh. Let's go, Strefan.
Guys, we've waited long enough. We've stalled long enough. Who will go through to the grand finals? Will it be Radu? Will some noise?
Ooh. First one. It's gettable. Oh, it's Europe.
With
It's...
a wave from both players, love to see that. Good sportsmanship. And we drive down on a dirt road. We are, it seems like to be in Iceland. We had some yellow bollards.
Iceland it is. Nobody remind him of Valor?
fire, and he's brought that same energy
Where was
here
it?
today
It is
to
Iceland, I
crush
think.
BBL.
I chose sleep over the talent game. Did they choke? I don't want to be a stats Andy and just assume it. Who's the reigning Geoguessr champ?
He's out. Blinky. Or
It
Plinky or
seems like
something.
whatever he settled on. Maybe that's the one I'll be.
Yeah. Did they choke? I think that's a bit harsh. I think
Keyboard too. The movement's been pretty slick.
on one
Double
hand,
digits. I mean,
like, yeah,
Matt
you
said
could
it
say they did
yesterday,
kind of choke
it's all
because
a
they did
matter
have
of the
3 map
pistol.
points
He
to
was
win it.
talking about coming back for GX. If they're saying
On the
that
other
it's about
hand,
closing out, they could very well put an
it
end
was
to
just
this
sad.
map and a team that we've
It's
talked
honestly, it was
about,
a very.
GX
I
being
think that
slow
is
to
the
start. Well, they are anything
the only
but
game
good.
I felt more sad about a result
All
was
guys
Paper Rex
drop
losing
that
the grand
down
final
and
of
out
champs
already, opening duel.
when they were crying and, you know,
GX
Jing
might
was,
seize, though. That's going to grab them at least one back.
you know, we thought
But in
Jing
the
was gone.
meantime, Gravino pounces.
It was a very sad game.
Sociable's still trying his best. The fight's awkward, it's labored, and that gives an opportunity back into the 2v2. Sociable still fighting as Gravino will get the plant in. An even scenario, but Sociable's given them a slight advantage.
Yumpy's so low, though. That door breaking open could spell the end for him.
2v2.
I like this closer angle for Gravino. Smoke goes down. Right click
good
not
trade,
good,
though.
but
He's
Westside
low.
is. Guys have
Happy needs
menace
to hit
when
a
it comes to headshots, but only a body
Yeah.
tap needed. If Ascent is hell, Westside must be the devil for BBL. They can't get
They are
anything
destroying
done
them
here.
right now.
11-2. They might have to take a force buy.
Yeah, it's the whatever the lesser of evils here is at this stage. We have
But yeah,
moments like
it
this
was
before.
sad.
I remember,
No other way of
I
putting
think it was
it.
last stage, or maybe even kickoff, they picked this map versus Liquid, they went 0-12.
Why would you be a Frost, like,
Position,
okay, if you're a Frost
on the
hater,
attack. That's
what I
always
would
sort of
say
been
to
the
you is,
burden for BBL is you want to
don't
play
you
the
think
map,
that
but you have
Valorant
to
is
get your
better
attack sides looking a little bit
with
better,
Frost in it?
unfortunately, when it matters most,
is the
we're
esport not
seeing the
richer
same
for
people
having personalities?
that has caused them issues before. Of course, we're going to talk about then a best of 5. Sure, you can lose map 1. Maybe it doesn't matter too much, but after being so close yesterday,
Like, even if you're a
tasting
hater,
defeat and then
you
having
have to
reset,
appreciate,
I'll be honest, they
the
have
game.
not reset.
you know, you
GX,
want people
well,
like that in
momentum is definitely still going
esports.
strong.
GX haven't reset either.
Like, because if you don't like, why do you watch, right? Why do you watch? Why do we spend our time doing this shit? Because we want to feel something. You want to feel something. You know? And if Frost makes you annoyed, then he's doing his job.
They have every player seems to be one of the best in their category.
Well,
Flickless. A double opening running through the smoke. He finds those picks with ease, and BBL. You know, this isn't
We need more villains. We need more villains. There hasn't been enough villains in Valorant. This has been a big problem with Valorant, I think. There has not been a villain.
As a Sen hater, I'm glad they're in it because it's emotional and they've pushed the scene forward. If their fan base makes me look longingly at a bridge, sometimes emotions are good chat. Let's all cry together.
This
Give
is
them a chance to
Valorant.
reset.
Only have
They'll go back to
QX.
the next one, because
Thanks for
right now
21
there's only
months.
been one team
Now,
in this
bro.
server.
Nah, bro.
It is GX that have been making that
No, but,
lower
like, be
bracket
real.
run
Be real.
across
Like,
both teams.
one of the
Sent
problems I
there
think we
by
have in
Liquid.
Valorant is that Paper Rex
Just went there a
are very
little bit
likable.
earlier, and well, dare I say it, that
Fnatic
is
and
another
Boaster
in-zone
are pretty
flawless.
likable.
A force buy-in, and you don't get a single kill.
Sentinels are kind of
Wrap this
bland,
one up.
apart from Zelsis.
10 in a row off the low buy. Yeah, this is
Zelsis, I think, is likable, but the rest are kind of bland.
many a comeback in my time, but this
Liquid
is
and
not what I
Nats
expect
are
to
likable.
remember for too much
Personally,
longer.
I don't get it. I don't get why people do hate G2 and Heretics. I don't see how they're hateable really in any way, but people do hate them. Jesus.
That's a feeling I think we can all
But
relate
I
to.
like Jorgamo,
GX,
very
you know, I
likable.
thought this was a
Valen,
team
very
that I
likable.
wouldn't be giving any redemption in this year, and I haven't. Because redemption isn't given, it is earned. And they, throughout this season, they have earned their redemption. They've earned our respect. And now, they're looking to earn a
But this is the problem. We don't have a good villain. You know, the last time we had a good villain was like the OG Sen team. You know what I mean? That, like, they were the... They were like the only true villain. Oh, well, yeah, EG a bit, yeah, EG.
Yeah, last man standing, sociable. All he can really
But
hope
again,
to
the
deny
problem
here
EG
is
had
another
was,
zone
is you had the
flawless, and
extremes.
that's not gonna be
You had
happening again.
Boostio On one hand, you had Boostio and Demon 1, but on the other, you had Jorgamo, Common, Potter. You know what I mean? It was like... You had the two extremes.
Malaysia or Indonesia, I'm leaning more Malaysia here.
Opted to go each their directions. Now it's the coin toss for info. Radu seems to be getting signs first. Useful ones too.
Yep.
What are we looking at?
A good sign here.
I don't know.
That we are actually in Indonesia. Somewhere along Sumatra does make a lot of sense. We have those Metaroos which are commonly found anywhere else than in Java, Indonesia, but combined.
It's Indo. Where are the Indo fans? Thai, says someone.
Very good region to consider.
We said it early on, even if you get some decent info,
Normally the Indo people are all over
take
this.
their time. They want the 5Ks. They don't want to leave anything up for chance. So if your opponent don't go fast, you're not going to stress it either. 5 seconds left of the clock.
Seaman. That said Seaman SCG. Has anyone ever forgotten to guess? Oh, Strefan, my goat, getting destroyed.
And it's gonna be
oh, wow.
3 kilometers out. Had the location
E.g. were literally the Val's answer to the bad boy Pistons, even with Chuck Daly being a beloved coach and Rodman Jaw going to the Bulls. G2 to win, it's not 1-1 obviously.
I don't know anything about basketball, so that's wasted on me.
Exactly, round 6. It's where we find ourselves.
Where the fuck are we? Hillbilly Nation?
Looking like we are in Mexico by the looks, maybe somewhere central.
Mexico?
Guess here.
Once again, it's a race for info. Strefan first to get out on one of the big streets. The Yeo.
We are actually
very loop.
Seems to be in the US. 435 area code.
Oh.
Utah, the instant
Utah.
Strefan feels comfortable about it too. Radu, again, still yet to find useful information. Still stuck on the same dirt road. Looking at the trash bins, trying to find anything.
Yeah, this time it is Strefan who's on the map first, trying to find something.
And I think that's fooling Strefan
Middle of
because the fact that
nowhere.
Radu hasn't locked in either makes him think we just had a long route where Radu was on point. He might have had info now as well, but had Strefan gone earlier...
Oh, he's from America.
Safe to say Radu wasn't sure, but now they're both in Utah.
Yeah, and RC also got to the highway number. Very helpful.
Definitely, Radu might win this one despite Strefan having info first, and he will! All the way
Strefan,
down to
bro.
the south, and that's going to be enough for game. Radu up 1-0.
Not a great start for Strefan. Right, let's take a look at this Champs bundle. So this is the Champs bundle, apparently. Personally, I'm not a fan of this fucking bulky jukebox looking ass rifle here.
A dirt road it is, and not that much more.
Radu hovers north side Moscow. He's looking at the river specific.
Yeah.
He locks in too.
He much to work with. I mean,
This is
What's in random Russia?
camera in Russia,
No.
which is a bit more learnable.
Geoguessr greater than Valorant.
Pretty see Strefan
Maybe they seen Cyrillic.
committing way further northeast though. But we are in round 1. Let's see.
It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be even further north. Wow. That's what some of those Russia rounds will do to you every now and again. You can find those legs. They look good. You can see on Rado's face like, oh man, it could have just as well been down here, but wasn't. Round 2, here we go.
That's some good damage to pick up on round 1.
Definitely for Strefan, wanting to assert some sort of dominance early on.
And now we are moving on to the next round. Let's see what we have to work
Tough
with
one.
here. We have a couple of poles, which I don't think are too helpful
Tough
to
one.
make a region guess here.
This could be anywhere.
Don't really see any buildings in the distance as well.
Hand to the face of Strefan.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue.
10 seconds looking up at the pole initially, didn't like what he was seeing, and now looking for anything else. You got some buildings out there in the
Going
distance, but
Argentina.
not enough to really call
I would have
it.
no
He's gonna
idea on
go
this one.
out of the west side of Sao Paulo, though.
The fact that we
This one's like, I mean, these guys know apparently, but
They're gonna be close.
I have no idea. Crazy.
Considering the fact that we really didn't have anything to work with.
Incredible plays coming through here.
A round pole.
Holy shit.
In Sao Paulo and further south, but besides that, we didn't really have anything.
What is that?
Still early days, but Stefan is still with the lead. And if there's one thing we have learned in this tournament, do not let those multipliers ramp up. If you get a lead, make use of it.
This ain't a road.
Quickly, but against Rado C,
Right, you got a lake there. A lake?
That is a great question.
Finland has a lot of lakes. Russia has a lot of lakes. Bro, does he know this fucking area? Why is he zooming in so much? What the fuck? Does he know exactly where we are?
Which is only in certain places, but these places can be pretty far away from each other.
He's being terrifyingly specific with this guess right now. Hands to the face.
Yeah,
He's not sure about it, but he has Rado's hat just across the water.
How does he?
Now, it seems like they are both in the same place. Rado still scanning along a couple rivers, trying to find something that lines up, and he has something.
They both line up. He's not sure neither of them are, but it's going to be close.
Oh, wow, he lost.
Nonetheless, 2,400 damage, and just like that, whatever lead you had a moment ago, Stefan, is gone.
A very, very big hit.
Okay, this one should be gettable.
And in no other country than Russia, that's something to be expected. And on to the next round, it seems like we are in the United States by the looks.
Pride flag.
License plates.
Western Europe. But looks kind of
buildings.
Looks kind of dull.
Architecture, not really the best clue in the US.
Oh, it's US? What?
But it seems like Rado, I mean,
I thought it had the blue
already,
plates.
Getting into this
That's
game,
US?
Rado is
Well,
very
I mean, yeah, it
strong
must
at
be
US.
northeast.
Both went West Virginia. Stefan, of course,
Bro, there's a
aware that he
pride
has
flag
a
there.
better opponent in US
There's only
knowledge,
certain,
so
there's only
opts
literally
for
only
to
certain
make
places
sure
this
that he
could be.
doesn't get any extra
It has to.
info.
West Virginia.
On the 10th.
Does actually, yes.
But where are we? Here we are.
Wow.
Great guess for Rado once again. 1,000 damage done.
Fucking hell.
Stefan sits in the yellow.
My boy Strefan getting
The
cooked.
right city, and we really didn't have anything else to work with than just the information that we are in West Virginia.
Exactly.
Let's see what these players will make out of this location here.
This one could end it.
Got what seems to be a big body of water out towards the
Where
west.
the fuck is that?
Outside of that,
Some
what do you
Pacific
work with?
Island?
Could
The guy's going Philippines?
a pole with a single insulator. It's only in a couple countries. One of them is,
Well, they're both
for
going
example,
Philippines.
Indonesia has it a couple times, more commonly found in the Philippines.
Stefan is definitely hovering south in the Philippines. Rado, for now, alongside him. I mean, they're once again.
It's crazy how they. How do they know?
A good clue to be this south is the dry coverage. Oh, I mean, I don't know how they both ended up in the same exact
How
spot.
the fuck have they ended up that close to each other?
Geoguessr will send you to the same place,
No
50
move
kilometers
on
off.
that.
Incredible guesses coming through here once more. As we go into
Oh,
round
this one.
6.
What has the lines on the outside?
Round 6 it is. And let's see what we have here. A couple of goats. We have seen them play today.
Goats playing with goats, love to see it.
And we should be in Turkey. Looks like it to me.
Turkey?
You know what that means? That means you're on the mic.
You are leaning back.
5K.
Pretty high
Let's
mountains
go,
there.
Gelotris.
We don't really have much to work with. I mean, it looks very
Anyone from
plainy,
Turkey?
and we have some flat roofs in the distance, more commonly found in the southeast of the country. And there's not
Looks crazy.
much more to work with here else than that.
Stefan is on the south side of Konya. Rado still yet. to
No,
put his
surely it's
pin
more
down, but
northern than that.
seemingly going
Surely
somewhere
that far
as
south
well.
in Turkey isn't that
There
green,
are a
is it?
couple places
Further
in the
east
country that are possible.
Looking to go way further east here.
Don't know if we are that far east.
Slowly micromanaging his way back towards the west with the last couple of clicks, but Stefan is gonna lug in south of Konya. Rado is far out towards the east. Multipliers up high,
Wow.
and it's gonna
What?
be somewhat
Crazy.
in between him, but still, multiplier sends Stefan down to just
Holy.
640 health.
Yeah, that was a very, very specific region where you have some May coverage.
Oh,
Usually it's a
the
bit more
desert.
dry there, but the flat roofs really help.
3 days.
Get that maybe. On to
Namibia?
the next round we go.
These rounds are brutal. Out in the open, you got the donkey caravan passing the street.
From the goat train to the donkey train. Looks like we are in Senegal by the looks.
Senegal?
It's fairly hard to read and guess.
Quick login comes through from Stefan. Radu all the way out towards the eastern
they don't
border. He's gonna look at it. It's 5! What an insane play
Wow.
from Radu. Secures him. Game.
Crazy guess.
This one, just ask RQ. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna stop doing that. No, don't stop. No, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna stop doing that. But Stan said this is where also Billy BBL should expect that GX.
Right, I need to go fill up my water. Whilst they're stalling there.
Subtle tearing, subtle
Enjoy it.
celebration. He knows it ain't won yet. We saw what Stefan did in the previous game against MK, so it ain't over till that third game has been won. But we're now once again headed back into moving.
And we had a 3-0 trend today. That's gotta break at some point, doesn't it, Toby?
You'd have to imagine. Rado said don't expect it. Well, he got 2 already. Let's see if he can make it 3, or if Stefan has something to say about it. In the meantime, quick word from our sponsors. Geoguessr is an amazing, exciting new extension to Geoguessr that takes you underwater. So go in and try it out at geoguessr.com/Geoguessr. Let's get into it though. Game number 3.
Game number 3. And starting off with a sign saying Neuquén. I would believe that, a province in western Argentina. And RC is on the map where Stefan is looking for a bit more, maybe trying to find a town name. Since I already know, but seems like Radu is up to something. But
He locks in quickly, but I don't know if that reaction on his face was a smile or, yeah, he's kind of bopping from side to side now. I'm not sure if that's comfortable.
Let's find out.
Let's find out indeed. It was further up towards the north.
Crazy
Maybe
how they get
yep,
this.
that was it. He saw it right after.
Crazy how close
he
they
knew
are.
as soon as he locked it in that he had to go.
How
a bit
do
further
they
north
actually know?
nonetheless, so great guess from both.
How can you be so
Putting on the
specific?
Pressure, maybe a bit too early, but not crucial at all.
But that's
Yeah,
what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. You want to try and change the pace every now and again to catch your opponent off guard. Tried it this time around, but Stefan was right there.
Like, are any of you this good at anything?
Ottawa being written on that sign.
Probably not.
Usually a pretty good sign. We've got a lot of Canadian viewers
You
out
missed
there.
them
Maybe
talking
they know
about
what we're
Geoguessr,
about.
an
Also the
underwater
bridge.
extension of
Somewhere
Geoguessr.
on a bridge.
Oh yeah, I saw them playing it yesterday. Sleeping,
along the
yes.
river.
Stefan going somewhat more inland
Where are we?
on Ottawa, down towards the lake on the southern side.
There's a river a bit further south
Small
of
river
the
going
city.
through, yeah.
That one.
Definitely could be. Doesn't look like the biggest bridge of all. They're both on the southern side, but we're
But it
even
wasn't.
further down
3.
towards the south, 200 kilometers out.
5 damage. Oh shit.
At least in their last results, their favoured side of the map. We'll see if that can play into BBL's hands. Getting that defensive side start. A lot of the pressure initially is going to be put onto Yumpy, waiting on that B site. But look at the rotation already. The defensive
I don't think I've
side
ever
with a good
seen
range.
anyone use that classic.
Yeah, players a little bit far behind if this initial fight is taken and Magnum's already dropped. Now here come the reinforcements, Net already landing. They can't really punish on the back of that. There's players to cover further back. Net's taken out and an immediate dive towards Yumpy. Full control for GX. They finally lose a fight, but Prophet falls immediately.
Not looking
And
good.
Levin's flank now, it will
Oh,
amount to
shit.
nothing. Even if he finds the first, the whole squad would know he's there, and Westside being such a menace to play against for BBL in map 1, it'll be no difference here.
Yeah, it started off strong with the opener, and from then onwards, it just
We
seems
don't need
like
to
they're
see
able
second
to
round, show
pick up
Geo.
the pace so rapidly that there was just no
It is insane how engaging it is, isn't it? Right, that is a random bridge. If they get that one, then they're goats.
MK, but now with a tall order.
Another one.
Oh, they can move in this one. Never mind, they should get it.
Seems like we are.
What language is that? German?
from
Germany.
BBL was almost nothing.
Country that is.
Oh shit.
Also,
The fundamentals there for GX as well. Every piece of utility thrown through. You look at Ara getting blinded.
And this is
by
why you
Net.
watch the
I don't know
second
how
round.
that's
This is why you watch it.
There's a firing squad down mid, but Ara was in trouble. There was always cover for him there. There's always a second layer, third layer behind. That's what I like to see.
And the gun's already been retrieved as well.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay, they haven't lost a
Lose
gun,
that
but
player early. They've still got a margin for error with Flickless too. So
now they can't just like send one player in.
not going to haunt them too much. And it sort of makes me understand why Pipson was calling those pauses so early on. Because if this is what he's been seeing in scrims, if this is what evidently what is the potential of GX, it must be frustrating to see them with those early fumbles earlier on in the season.
Oh, we've heard about this squad being scrim gods for quite a while, even last year when things weren't going to plan. Now Cloud with that extra bit of time as a leader. Things have definitely been looking a lot better.
finds the
Now,
mid flank,
net
but the
timing
gang's
could be
all here.
everything. A couple of players left
A
in this
Guardian
corner.
can be risky in this.
Playing within the smoke, of course, still only pistols, no weapons to be found just yet. But with that smoke down, they may just opt to try and wrap around. Bear in mind, Yumpy on the other side only has a classic, so getting anything would be nice.
Took a few too many bullets.
He has other ideas.
They've left it late here, but I like the approach. Again, you see that smoke down, you start to wonder, why have they put that there? And they are on the low buy. We've already seen, I mean, something Arrow was comfortable with doing,
Streffen's
even
about
in those
to die.
second rounds, was playing
It's almost
inside the smoke
over.
with a shorty. No reason to think that's not what you're facing off against.
Could be the last round. For my boy Streffen.
Back.
Right, I'm gonna get this one. This is straight away looking at it. This is obviously blah 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 blah. It is obviously Argentina. Fuck, it's Turkey.
Which is in Europe.
Yeah, likes the European part.
Yep.
Stefan there with him, but we're at such low health for Stefan now.
They both know Malkada off.
There you go.
Of course they know their ability is this.
It wasn't the last round. Fuck.
Man having a truly unstoppable performance. There needs to be more today, especially. And just look at the pressure already being
Oh
put
no.
through Cloud.
Oh, man.
Just off the back of the drone will catch Yumpy off a wallbang.
His echo location working wonderfully. You heard where that drone was thrown from. That's a big blow in a round like this where there's, I mean, just take a look at the weapons for GX. So many weaknesses, but they don't look to be anything short of strength.
Now, GiantX Sunset is pretty good. Like, unlike Ascent, where I think BBL should have been favored, it's a map where Giants are just good.
Weapons down mid open, and BBL left with no idea where that hit will eventually come in.
At least for now, it seems like they have the right idea. Sociable getting
Shot.
the info.
Now, we saw Sociable go crazy last time they played this. I'll let you go.
Once again! They say lightning never strikes twice, but this man still...
He's eyeing it still. Rado
boy who lived.
down in the exact same area.
Looks like it, and Streffen just needs to survive here.
Can he though? Is it gonna be enough, or are we gonna see Radu 5k once more? He's going road specific up the hillside. And he's got it! Once more! 68 damage ain't gonna cut it though. Somehow, Stefan is still in
Streffen
this
lives.
game, despite Radu getting
The boy who
5K
lived.
after 5k.
Yeah, even if he just needs to survive with that precision from Radu's side.
Immediate
Oh,
stun,
no.
but they don't check for Prophet. He was sat in the corner, goes for a little
Oh,
bit
no,
more, and
Prophet.
is punished for it. It's a round that, as said, in the last match,
West
GX
side
were able
flag.
to convert them. They were right back
Activate.
to winning ways. And even though the early battles haven't gone badly, BBL have had to give up that space.
Well, no one behind the
How was
drone there,
Streffen made it
thankfully.
this
It's a
far?
big
It may be a
They see
C9
that and start to
situation where they
rotate.
just played.
Magnet peeps
Maybe he's
out
playing
on
against the
scene,
equivalent of
who's
100
about.
Thieves.
Well, Sociable has managed to fly under the radar. He'll just be tucking in Petra, and with the play coming towards A, maybe
just
that
gonna
could
ult
amount
this
to a
body over
early
here.
flank. The good thing here, take a look at the utility in play for that attacking side, and they don't have anything to really cover their back beyond the camera, but they do have all the information thanks to the hat off the head.
You gotta trade him.
Side. There's Flickless trading out on site.
He missed.
No
Didn't get
connection
anyone.
from Sociable's ulti. That's a big avoid from GX, a 3v2 post plan.
Set them up nicely. Already, they'll spot a man at the back corner, but Gravino's goal is almost just to bait to allow his teammates to have that cross settled.
Nice by
First shot already
Flickless.
goes,
Nice
and
by
there's the swing.
Giants. Did he live? Oh, he's still alive.
If he could do
Streffen.
it, yeah, that would be an insane.
Where are we?
Radu further up towards the north. There ain't much space in between, but the multipliers might make something happen here. 1 second left. Radu can't change it. And it's gonna be closer.
Streffen lives.
Once again, 15 damage ain't gonna change nothing. but it means that he gets one more chance. One final
Right, round 10. Let's watch
chance
round 10.
to
Let's watch
stay
round
alive
10.
in
Why not?
10.
Come on, let me watch round 10.
To turn the game around, you want a big country,
Oh.
and India is one of them, Toby.
Nice posture, thanks for the 3 months.
100 damage is what
The boy who
Stefan
lives.
needs to
You just
stay
gotta
in
lock
the
it in,
game to
surely.
get himself one more game of
Just
no
lock
move
in.
and hopefully an NPC.
Now what is the right place Stefan got to assign first, whereas Radu is still
Just lock it in and pray you're right. Bro, you're taking too much time. He's gonna find it.
Goes out towards the east, and the southern side of Odisha. They are in the nearby vicinity, but multipliers
We have
are
a
high.
city name and Radu's right on it. He found it.
He's looking good. He's got it. There's no way Stefan
That will be it.
And Radu!
GG.
Times.
The boy who lives,
Social Ball at
Streffen.
least get one, but there's
But
just
not
no
to
way
be.
Yumpy is.
Don't worry, you only missed an
I
equal.
don't think there's any way that
Nice posture, thanks for the
he's
3
gonna do
months.
anything. And you can see it here. How careful they're being, checking all of the angles, making sure there's no cheeky positions that can be found.
So when does the next game start?
And well, the round is over. It's more so can Yumpy make it costly.
What's truly terrifying about this is yesterday we saw moments where Levin was overextending, like 4v3s given away because he was feeling it. And even on the ISO where I think his ults were honestly horrendous, but the actual round-to-round play was there, the utility was there, but then he would overextend. He would overplay his hand. So far, he's not even drawn the cards to overplay. He's got 2
Next match is
kills
Deborah?
in this
Oh, we've got to watch
series.
Deborah play.
So far, 0 on this map. He's being shut down.
My boy Deborah?
And if it was attack side here, maybe I'd have a little
BBL
bit more to
ass
say.
or is Giants
he's trading
goated?
out the space and so on, but they are diffing him. And someone like Arrow, who started out this season as, I'll be honest, a bad duelist. It looked like a bad pick.
I mean, look,
He was not
map.
playing that
Well, map 1, I
But
think
good
Giants
map
came
and
in
then horrendous
fucking
map.
well
He's
prepared.
now
I think
come
they were
into
just
fourth
ready.
at
And
just the
BBL
right
sometimes
moment.
do
We're
have
seeing
some
11
pretty
fade
rough
away.
rounds on that Ascent
That's what
comp.
we talk about. It's all about
They once lost a
peaking
12-0
at
on
the right
attack.
time, and the fact is, Champions is the right time. GX will look at the changes they made, the players they took from the tier 2, and maybe more so the player they took from another team within the VCT. And all of those are paying off right now.
But yeah, Giants is Sunset. Like, if you would have told me before the game, like, who will win Sunset, I would have said Giants will probably win Sunset anyway, because their Sunset, as I said, is just kind of good.
Look at Arrow already. So much space taken. In fact, Rubinho's
Now, they have no one B main here.
In fact, he's gonna cut the cross.
That is a strange
Westside
choice by
second
Westside
death
to
on this
not
map
have a
so
fucking
far.
gun out
A
in
big
those
hit
areas.
for GX
That's a
down
very
and
weird
out,
one.
An advantage for BBL to play with. The players on site are under pressure.
Your opponents do have
Split
agency,
coming
they can
through Rocket,
move.
and backside taken.
Now this is an interesting one, because you've got this Viper
With no
wall.
intention from GX to push further into that setup, they will simply hold the backside. It does leave
Okay,
them a little
Giants
boxed in.
are
It's
lost
Magnus
this
to
round.
fight from one side.
Since I started praising
Prospect
them, they are
comes in from
completely
another, and
fucking
3 players
giga
on
lost.
Rocket. This will be a very quick hit. That ult gave away the position of Flickless. They need a hero to step up on GX, or BBL will be back on the board. Grabinho desperately low and
Okay,
dealt with.
that was not a good round. I don't
Sliding through,
understand
still
how
showing some
Cloud is
confidence. A second finally
opening
found.
himself up to that angle.
It
That's
seems like
very
BBL
bad.
had a much sort of
Westside is
better read
very
for also, I
bad
felt
there,
like the
having no
communication
gun
was
out.
good. They lost
Like, I understand
control,
potentially getting
but
caught
they've
out by
already
him, but you
taken
gotta have
B
it.
main in
You
the
can't be
process, so they were
walking
able to
knife
hold on
out
to
there.
that. I think
That's
one of the players
insane,
was
man.
better
That's
than
insane.
the was Magnus.
Debbie, thanks for the 3 months.
Knowing the ground they've lost and knowing the ground
Best
that they
Val
needed to
streamer.
keep hold of.
I'm glad one
That
person
made
thinks
it
so.
that there was kind of nowhere else for GX to go. I
That
don't
makes
mind
one
the
of
use
us.
The rolling thunder to sort of push themselves into a gap, but that gap was held. Well, BBL, they
I
are to get
don't.
themselves back onto the board, but once again, we've seen moments. We're yet to see a streak.
Paid chatter. Yeah.
Something that's really important is when we see Levin finding all that contact there, taking those 2 kills, sliding through for the second. He got fired up. He's not looking dejected. He's not looking shut down. And so many young guys.
Now, best chat. I watched the official stream and have TMV muted, but just look at the chat. I'm gonna fucking ban you if that's true.
Knows who's on the other side. He wants to show he's the king of Sunset.
Yeah.
Now at least he will push Westside
And if I
back.
could, I'd DDoS you.
This map control is fairly important for the defense. If they can hold on to that, then it means they can gamble elsewhere, have a little bit more control into middle. It seems like maybe after the last round, GX have realized, okay, we can't allow them to have that. But they're going to at least explore the map elsewhere. potentially try and get middle at the same
Don't
time.
worry, I definitely don't know how to do that. There's no chance.
And as that breaks, I mean, Westside might be thinking that they
Too
couldn't
old
be
for
there
that shit.
anymore, but the wall goes up to allow him to retreat. Pit in play.
Oh!
From Ara, and he's dropped the pit. That's leaving Sociable a little bit more isolated. He has to stand strong as they emerge from the choke point. Low on ammo, low on health.
Oh, it
but
took a while,
eventually
but they
he will
got there.
fall. The play on mid, key for Cloud, and at least he'll get one.
He got one at
Numbers
least.
even.
It's a rat
Now this op. When does this smoke drop?
Grabinho sat on the edge.
Grabinho surely can't do it again.
It's the peak
Oh, he
time
gets
in
him!
the 11 doesn't manage to connect, and now it's
Wow.
left all onto Profek. 1 versus 2.
I'll just TP
Otherwise,
back.
that
Play main together.
pretty
Yeah,
horrific
okay.
back and forth will continue. GX could extend their lead, and to be honest, from this point,
Play main together. You got stun and a
they
flash.
managed to
This
make
should
it
be
back into
pretty.
lane. So
Well,
preamble
you don't
for
have a
Profek
smoke
needs to
either
clear
till
so many
15. Like,
positions
should
that
be
he would
pretty
have to
impossible to
get
win
past
against the
before he
stun.
can even look towards any of these players. And with that spike already taking a decent amount, the stun going through, he's avoided it, but they don't need to swing this. They don't need to get aggressive. Again, the control that GX are showing in
Yeah,
these
nice.
post plants is
Don't save the op either.
They deserve their lead.
Without a doubt. You know, there's many games that you see be this one-sided, and I'm taking into account the first map, and you think, well, this is just the other team making mistakes across the board. What are they thinking? That there's such simple solutions to this. A Gordian
That's
knot.
such a funny
All
kill.
they need to do is slice through, but they refuse to draw their sword. But that's not the case here. It's been nothing but sharp gameplay from GX from start to finish. They're looking clean.
big kill
They're
from
playing
Grabinho.
together. There's always layers to the peaks they're going for, and it's night and day to the squad that we saw starting out this season that we imagined we would see here today.
Well, a hero rifle saved over for Profek.
Oh,
Immediately
well, that's your one
Obscura
rifle
used
gone.
alongside it.
And the
And that's
tag on
already gonna get
Magnum,
the
so they
tag
know
onto
he's
Magnum.
there now
The
too.
one piece of the puzzle that they had in this
Could
round,
give them
the
a gun
other is
here.
the overdrive, and
It might also
guess
just
what?
win the
That's
round.
gone as well. Ara feeling confident. Just look how
Wow.
dominant these rounds are becoming.
Who am I cheering for?
Even
I've got
managing
no
their
skin in this
orbs
game
as well.
whatsoever.
They delay the
I was
plant
kind of
to
hoping
make
for a
sure
good
that
game,
extra
but so
ultimate
far
orb
we have
can
not
be
got a good
grabbed
game.
by Cloud. I'm off for sociable. Maybe he gets one. But this is what I'm talking about when I mean control. Like, there's nobody over-facing, nobody getting too aggressive. Maybe once the time ticks a little bit, they'll consider it, but even still, it's going to be another in-zone flawless. We've had so many of them throughout this series.
Who's qualified
so
from
far.
EMEA?
GX just looking like a
Liquid,
different beast.
Heretics, and Fnatic.
And this is where,
And then
again,
whoever
we
wins
get
this.
towards those panic stations. We saw it at 6-1 on the previous. But Tom, we talk about this map, you said, at least at an eye test, it looks like this is the better half for both of these teams. This is the favored side, and on the defense, there has been not much to report back on, other than that the
Which
attackers
champ team's
are
not going to get a single map?
dominantly
You probably need to
winning
wait for
most
the
of
group
rounds,
draw
and
for
they
that, to be
look
honest.
clean on GX, and no surprise.
But yeah, again, the seeding is going to be weird, right? Like, let's say Giants win this. They'll be at least a 2 seed. Right? So in theory, you could get a group like... You could get a group of fucking BLG, Giants. In fact, Giants could be a 1 seed. Let's make them the 1 seed. Why not? Let's go Giants. Who's the 2 seed? DRG. Fucking... NRG DRX. Like, what if that was a group, man? What if that was a group? Who would you favor in that group? You know what I mean? Like, that actually could be a group. No word of a lie, that could be a group. Or, like, you could swap DRG with, if you don't think Giants will win, you could swap DRG with BLG. But you know what I mean? Yeah, the actual group of life.
Clear 3-0, and then it comes
So yeah,
back.
because
So
of the way
everything
that, you know, we've
playing
had some
Cougar
kind of
for this one.
underperformances from, like, you
It's
know,
just been
Fnatic,
an incredible
Heretics.
performance from GX, really and truly. The team I saw at the start of the year, I didn't think would be making this deep of a run, let alone looking this good on what could be the game that qualifies them to champions the first time since
okay.
2023,
There you
and they
go.
are
That's a good
hungry
start.
for it. Big pickup though.
Aura just
It's a call.
destroys them.
For BBL as they
Think
find
about saving
the
your
open
teammate?
GX answer
No.
back immediately.
Let him die.
By the time Sociable's ult finally claims Westside, Yumpy Sociable and Magnum are gone. This is a disaster. They just called a pause, Tom, and I think you look at what that means for BBL. It's panic
save,
stations. It's
my
trying
God.
to fix the flaws. It's trying
My
to patch
God.
the holes before too much
No,
water is taken in, while GX, they get
I must
stuck and
say,
prep their first
Talon
6 or
were
7
this
rounds.
dominant at the start of their game.
Great. What are the new ideas, coach? And they
Talon
get to
first
approach
map
from a
were
position of
insanely
calm,
good.
and evidently that
Talon's
was
second
working.
map weren't this dominant,
I think as well, like,
but they
you
were
just look at
still
this
very
round,
good,
like, a lot
and they
of
ended
the
up
time when
losing.
somebody gets
So
caught by the annihilation, you're going to have a moment where you're spamming in towards that ultimate to try and save your teammate. Arrow was not doing that. He was taking space, he was fighting the remaining players, he was trying to remove those threats. Sure, here
BBL
and
are
there,
not
there's a
RRQ.
couple of exit
True.
kills for the side of
True.
BBL, but when you
I
look
do
at
think
the
teams
economy
level
and
up. Like
how much
I do
it's
think
driving
teams level
GX,
up when they like win
they're
a
not gonna mind too much.
win
Fix wanted
something.
to remove
You know,
those
like
guns.
RRQ did win stage 1. But I'm just saying, best of 5s can be weird. They can be very,
But look how quickly BBL runs
you know,
through that
swingy
smoke,
in terms of the
trying to follow
momentum
up on
of
the
the
back
game.
of it, and nobody clears the left side.
You know?
Ara is just given free real estate to take
Like I do feel in a
2
best of
picks
5 you can often get
and
one
bring
map
them
can
way into the
then
lead.
dovetail
They don't
into
even
winning
need
a
to
second
commit
map.
to getting Westside out of the cocoon because they're too busy shooting all the players. GX 7-2. Fabinho's feeling confident.
Yeah.
He's even meeting up
No,
with
they've
Ara
already
here to
died
flank
once
around
here.
a little
Does
too
Westside
late, but a
again
chance
get
to
go
get
off?
back
He
for
does.
Magnum as well. Okay, it's
So
one
it's
of the
twice
better
now
starts we've had
Westside.
for BBL.
I don't know if he had a gun
Doesn't
out
mean
that
we're gonna
time,
have the
but
greatest of finishes. The spam actually doing more damage onto
still not
Fabinho.
ideal.
I think Prophet has done well in moments to sort of hold on to that spawn control. This has been one of the
Flicker still has quite a bit of utility.
scenarios we've
Rubinho
had.
also has
I
armor
think
flash.
Levin
I don't get when we're doing this kind of
with the
play.
ultimate online
I
as well,
don't.
means that he could
My
take that
personal
extra little bit of
opinions, I
space.
don't
It's
get
gonna
how
make
we're
it
doing it
difficult
without
for
using
Fabinho to
so
hold on
many of
here
our
because that
tools.
ultimate should just fry him, but he's trying to reposition to almost give his teammates opportunities. Ara is the first point of contact. Flickless trying to set him up with additional utility. Now Ara in that corner is
They
going to
dealt
be
with that pretty well,
removed. A
BBL.
much
Nice
cleaner
controlled
scenario for
retake.
BBL. They
Yeah,
are
I mean, this is a
back onto
round
the
that
ball,
they've
but once again, Mitch,
lost
gonna sound
twice
like
now.
broken
Giants trying to
record.
run that
They are
same
yet to
sort of
string
play.
any rounds
And
together.
as I say, I just don't.
Flash in the pan so
I
far,
don't
but
get
they
how
have
you
been cooking,
ran.
and I think
How are
for
you
GX,
running a play
you
through
see here
spawn
again,
and you've still got
good
2 breach
delay,
flashes,
but BBL's
an aftershock,
response, that's inspiring a little
an
bit
omen
more
flash?
confidence. Paranoia fault line goes
How is
through,
that
they
possible?
stop 2 iterations
How are you
of
trying to
pushes,
take that much
but
space
BBL approach it
with
together.
just no
They
util?
come in
Which I mean they did an
Magnum
okay
side
job
while
of, but
everyone else comes from spawn, and that's what gives them the advantage against the scattered forces of GX, overwhelming those individuals. And again, the off of Levin finding something. But so many of these factors that we look at for BBL is almost always being online, like Levin.
I think it's possible Pipson leaked the Prophet video in order to break the mental of BBL a day before they played the most important game. Honestly, well, I don't want to blame Pipson, but
we can forget how dominant it looked at the start.
I'm sure things like that have
But if
happened
GX
before.
win these last 2, it's again going to be a gauntlet
I mean, it's
for BBL to run
the
to
fucking
just get
president
back
of the
into
United
the
States
map.
is under
Bear in
constant
mind,
fucking
throughout this series
threat of
so far,
blackmail.
BBL
I
have
think,
5 rounds,
I suspect.
and none of them have been in tandem with each other. They have all been singular rounds. So right now, there's a chance for GX to take us straight back to regular programming and make us forget that these individual rounds even happen. They have ground themselves to a halt at early default. I think the rounds that they've lost have been going into that spawn hit and getting surrounded by
Okay,
the
waiting for
BBL
some
players.
aggro here. They have all the way pushed out A with this
The more
up.
direct takes, other than a sociable 4K, have succeeded every single time. And once again, they look to go for this B split.
Prophet spotted ahead, but he can't quite connect.
Do you think Shao and Anjuan will be on Navi next year?
Magnum still
I couldn't tell you.
Arrow was blinded up near sided.
Angel, it
Somehow
probably
still
depends
wins. I
on
don't
him,
think
to
he
be
was
honest.
close
I
enough
think
to see.
if Angel wants to play, I think he'll be
Another
there.
For Ara, he is dominating. Running through the site, he's
If
going to
he
run through
doesn't,
the
then,
smoke, I feel, standing there as he did before with a shorty in
then maybe he
hand,
won't.
waiting for an invader of the smoke. As it fades, I think we might see.
And Shao as well.
Yuppie
I
in
think,
that
like, if
corner
Angel
fade
left,
too.
I think Shao
Arrow
could
is
probably
good,
be their
slows down
IGL.
the push once more, but this
You know,
time
and they just
GX
pick
have
up
the
someone
numbers. And as Yuppie steps forward, he'll find
Again,
one.
that's a couple
But Arrow's
times we've
itching for this
Cloud has
fight. It'll
died
be a
like that as
three-man
well.
Swing when he finally gets contact. Arrow with a third.
Oh my god.
Shut down
Guppy.
Doesn't know where he
said
is.
he had to show up. He's had 4 already. A chance for all 5. The
Got
read
him.
is right, but the bullets. He's out of ammo.
Oh, that's so unlucky. That's such a nice try.
It looked like that could have been it.
Oh, if only he was like TMV and a bit more aware of his bullet count in a clutch. One of his teammates should be calling that out, surely. One of his teammates has to be done in one bullet because he did not look like he knew that.
Crazy clutches we've ever seen, but again, Grabinho is that safe pair of hands. Sits 10 and 6, only behind the aggressor of Ara. Oh, it was close to being something special.
Nice try.
Doesn't win anything. 8-3.
Standing ahead.
And already that is as bad as start goes. Hunter's Fury thrown in. Magnum will be there to even things up immediately. A much more aggressive
Okay, heavy push out,
at the
eh?
beginning of this round. But the
They're gonna
second
look
that
for
is
this
noted
Cypher
by
ult.
GX, they group up.
You really want to get off that Cypher on this round. If you're West Side. I mean, really, really, really. There you go. Such an important tool in a round like this.
Where these players are, he can sense out the gaps. And it will be an immediate push towards this B site. Rolling Thunder stops them, pushes them off the site. BBL locked out as a plant comes through. Could be an attempt from Levin to quickly reclaim that space. It looks like that's exactly what we're getting. Ara on the other side.
Oh my god, we just got aim, man.
The double. The nail in the coffin of this
just
half
don't
for
overheat.
BBL. They seem to be locked out, and it's this man doing the heavy lifting. 17 and 7. Maybe 18 by the time we finish. This has been a masterclass from Ara.
Well, 9-3. It's not looking good. That was a side that BBL chose as well. It is not looking good. Geoguessr at 7:30. Is that 6:30 my time? Why didn't you tell me to captain Mbuemo, by the way? Now I'm having to worry about Watkins. I did? Did I already run out? I did. Cool. So who's playing? Oh, there's a bronze match. Come on, Deborah. We're on Team Deborah here. He 3-0'd Lenley. He 3-0'd Lenley. The GOAT Lenley got 3-0'd. I mean, Lenley scraped through. Lenley got lucky, I think. Who did I captain? I captained Watkins. Come on, Deborah. I think the Champs version of the Recon Phantom will be crazy good. Is that what that's meant to be? I thought it looked kind of shit, the Vandal. I'm not gonna lie. I think the last Vandal, good. I think both the Phantoms have been good. I think all the Champ skins of the guns have been good.
Just yesterday. They will be watching the tournament from home, and that has got to be, it's one thing to miss out on the event, but missing out by one round and bombing out of the lower bracket, that's something you'll carry.
This is the first one I don't like.
That's the thing. For GX, they were a team that I believe at no stage could have made it on points. Well, once it made anywhere near the playoffs, they needed a crazy run all the way through. And that crazy run is looking
they have to win this
like
one.
a reality.
This guy is fucking... this guy just, like, he's not the most consistent player in the world, but when he's locked in, he's insane.
A chance for his first ever champions, but there is a recovery. A 3v3. Pistol not done just yet, but bear in mind, GX have won all of them so far. And Magnum will
that's a
meet the
crucial...
same fate.
What are they doing, these two in mid?
Left alone. A loss here for BBL, that's it. I mean, we might as well pack up.
Rubinho,
What
12
are
and
Dumb
7,
and Dumber
had a
doing
good
in
game,
mid there?
still relatively healthy coming into this fight. The 2 versus 1, one of the best chances with the plant now in their favor. They're playing backside too. It's going to confuse Rubinho. This looks way more like it's a plant for main, but it is a little open. He's suspicious.
Is that my tinnitus or is that an actual noise outside? God.
No chance anymore. A paranoia held by Profek as well for the second that entry comes out. Although they've just cleared it, and they've missed the boat. He's managed to thread the needle right through.
I have no idea.
Sneak up. This could be a freebie on 1. He's looking the wrong way, but so is Profek. Now it's a 1v1. Yumpy, he failed the clutch. The 1v1 against this very man in the previous half, but now's his time to put up a round. Halfway defused already.
Oh, you're
it's
never going to stick that.
But Yumpy won't let it fly a second time.
It's a lifeline.
Hold on.
That's
I'm quickly
about
going to
all
go.
we can say
I need to check.
for BBL thus far. It is a lifeline, but a well-needed one. Ara started this round off so well, honestly. This man has been unstoppable in this lower bracket run. A player to fear, no doubt about it. Come on, boys!
Okay, no, there are noises being made. It's not my tinnitus. There are noises being made because I can't hear it in the other room.
A conversion should be
Good,
fairly
it's not
low.
me.
Only a single sheriff in hand for Grabinho. He's in the right place at the right time, but yeah, I was about to say, if they don't check that box, I think we just end it here. They have cleared it. Orb to be gained. With a post
How many of you have tinnitus?
with 4 classics on the other side.
It's
there's even a
it's
question
pretty
of
rough.
GX just
I
this fight.
I got a bit of tinnitus right from my ear infection that I had a little while ago,
The side of BBL.
and I legit
Ara against
got Nick
BBL.
to come into my room, and I genuinely was like, what the fuck is this noise that I keep hearing? I can't locate this noise. It's like this ringing noise. I just can't find where it
He
is.
drops 31 kills on Lotus. He was massively positive in the series overall.
Thing is though, I only got it in one ear.
Big reason why they were able to win that. It goes back to
How's my ear
middle
now?
I don't know if he's just got like a
They still feel a little.
sort of grudge against Pal, but
I don't know. The headphones don't help. This is why I wear it. Not like this is why I wear my headset like I do with this ear not on, because I do think that like long streaming with my headphones did cause it. So that's why I don't wear it in the ear that had the tinnitus.
I'd say as well, like, if you go back to that early stage, I might have agreed.
Could he block
but
the
I now
election?
think
No,
that
no, I
Ara's
went to the
probably added
doctor and
3
I
or
did
4
have an
more
ear
teams to the list.
infection.
Maybe he doesn't like them either. Maybe he doesn't like anyone.
How about my headphones?
'cause it
Not that loud.
really has been impressive, his rise
Pretty quiet, I would say.
to
But...
form.
He's my wild card next week.
especially,
GG
but
FPL
let's
next
be
week.
real.
Well,
Now
I
we're
could have
into
been
that
one of those
defensive
people
side.
that
This is
transferred
where Westside
Palmer
becomes
to Cunha.
more scary.
Luckily, I
This is
did
where he
not.
has setups. This is where, well, we just saw a post about whether he's the best Sentinel in EU if we don't count Nats, which I'd probably agree with if we're not counting Nats, but
Get speakers? I mean, I could play it through my monitor. I have done before.
The #1 overall.
Oh, Magnum. Oh, wait, why are people running here? Like, have a lineup if you want to do that shit. What are we doing? Why are we not having our guns out in the most, like, crucial part of the round? Oh, knife out. Oh, what? How's he got 0?
Big mistake. The
And they
advantage
know
is
that's
piling
the
up in
flank. They
favor
know
of
everyone
GX,
else is
and
on
sure, they
site.
connected 2
Oh, nice
rounds in a
retake.
row, but that was off the pistol. Once there's weapons back in the hands of GX, it is regularly scheduled broadcast for us. Double digits secured.
Well,
GX.
nice round by Giants. Good retake once they got there.
away
I mean, we
from
should never
taking
be. So,
Sunset.
how has Sociable not got a kill there?
It's a bonus, but it was a strong bonus as well. So I don't even think we can look at that and go, okay, they
It's
got
not
a
better
kill
to
or
lose
two,
in
that's
Americas
not
today
bad,
because of the seeding in champs?
ultimately there were moments in the rounds where you
No,
look and
because
go,
you
okay,
can't
they
control.
can
Well, I
find
mean,
a
you
gap
know what
there.
the.
I'll say as well,
I guess you
Maximus
know
has
it's a
plenty of few
RRQ.
moments in this match where I'm looking at it and going, was that gamble?
No, because you
worth,
like think about it, right?
trying
Like,
to take
would
those
I
games
rather
we saw,
play
I think, in the
XLG
first half as well,
or
swinging into mid when
BLG?
there's
I'd
3
rather play
players
XLG.
waiting
Would
for
I
a
rather
dance,
play
especially on this
T1 or DRX or RRQ or Paper
having
X?
those
I'd
lurks.
much rather play the 2 Korean teams, I think.
We need to see more
Much rather.
from our GX.
So I think you do want to. It's only EMEA, whoever wins this game, that you might see as a bit of a weaker upper seed. But like Liquid aren't going to be an easy game. Okay, Fnatic and Heretics aren't going to be an easy game, probably. But maybe.
Not
who
a
knows.
bad start though. Spoke about the Sentinel of Westside.
He's gone, and you know what?
Well,
Cloud will join him.
that's one way of winning
I
it.
think that's the first opening duel we've seen Levin find in this series. Compared to
These
Ara,
guys are
who
just
I
gonna
think
save,
is
I think.
10 and 4, somewhere around that margin.
Jamie
Not bad.
Carragher
He
leads
took bloody
Newcastle. The
well.
game has gone. Why? What's
And
happened?
Levin immediately
What's
following
happened?
up with a
I mean, the
second
game's
BBL
gone. The
scoring
fucking
decisive
Fulham
time to
disallowed
find around.
goal.
This is what we wanna
Fucking
see.
hell. Yeah, the
The
game's
confidence
fucking
building
gone.
for them. And this map is far from over. It just gets worrying.
It's a
thinking about
joke.
the previous when thinking about how
Oh, the game
rounds
is
that
shit.
they've won, some of them have been close. And they've been flashes in the pan. The rounds the GX won, they look repeatable. It's all fundamental.
That was a foul? Right, I cannot agree with you. That's the worst take I've ever heard.
It looked like the most the BBL could put up. It was never a roadblock. It was a speed bump. And GX just took the air.
I'm watching the show match where Egg is coaching. Is that today or is it tomorrow? If it's today,
Hold on to their guns, and I think that should allow them
no.
a purchase going into the next round. A couple of players with a bit of cash to spare. Flickless should be able to drop one.
Garnacho joined Chelsea. Any thoughts?
Doesn't mean there's going to be no
Garnacho
just yet for BBL, but
is
I
not
think
that
it's
good.
something you mentioned earlier in the match. Just seeing Levin
Why is
going
it today?
around,
I don't know.
think you can
Watch the show
ultimately
match, miss
say
the
he
actual
won.
match.
Because
Honestly,
there have
maybe.
been few and far
Why are they running a
between
show
where
match today,
we've
man?
really seen this
When
guy
I need
have
to be
the
up.
same impact that we know he can have.
Why are they pushing the real match later? Or is it before?
Like I said, I think that was literally his first opening duel, but
Is it the same time?
something to build on. Perhaps for him, immediate aggression from Ara.
Wow, nice. I mean, take it right back. You're going to come at us with an op. We're just going to fucking sprint at you.
They finally win a
Okay, it is a
round
4v2. They do
flying
have both
colors,
ults
and
as well.
Immediately, the mask is ripped from the ship. GX, 4 versus 2.
There's some ults here, though. That Annihilation could potentially isolate one. Hunter's Fury
Oh,
being
wow,
used, that
nice.
gives the space. That's not a bad start.
Nice.
Not going to be able to connect anything further.
Oh, he's
not
worried about
wanting
the
to
flank.
take that risk. But with Annihilation available, that could be another drop. Now, they already know there's going to be players here, but there isn't a position that I feel like Sociable can use it from. He does immediately. He's waiting, but Gravino is just that little bit quicker. Now Yumpy's left to do it all. One being pulled away. He finds that first kill.
Why aren't you freeing him, man? Play the 3v1. What am I fucking missing about this deadlock ult?
Something to celebrate a 2v4 victory in a round that looked dead.
You got loads of time.
Uses the Annihilation.
They had loads of time. Don't give me that no time shit. They had loads of time.
This one might have been done in their favor. That early fight just nuts. And then
They spam,
try
he
to
can
punish,
swing?
but Cloud is there. But what a
Yeah, but this
recovery.
guy can start the spam here whilst he can't see him. And this guy can end the spam there when he can't see him.
He delivers.
You know he has to be on site. Like, I mean, you literally know he has to be. He literally ulted from here. Wouldn't have had the time to get this way. And you've come this way and this way. Like, you know you pretty much know exactly where he has to
When the
be.
blood gets pumping for BBL, they are a different beast, but even still, there is no doubt in my mind that, as you said, those are repeatable rounds. There's only been one victor, and that team is still 3 rounds in the lead.
Yeah, they have a buffer. to
Ara
work
has
with,
ult here
but
as well.
This should be BBL's chance to build again on that previous round. They've got rifles. They're up against pistols. GX
And an overdrive.
stacking towards the B site. Yes, the
Not on my
overdrive from
line.
Ara
Maybe
actually
soon.
probably the most terrifying of all.
Bro, it's almost September already.
BBL choose
Has
correctly. There's
2025
the
gone
B-site
fast? I'm not sure it
site
has, to be
push.
honest.
We can see that.
I think
They
it feels like it's
certainly
been 2025 for a while.
They are making the right call. The problem is rotations have come in already. Ara's there, but those steps are heard. Magnum knows that the presence now is towards this A side. He's pinging for it as well, and they're just going to rotate back, take that space towards Market,
Oh,
and
you
put
know he
all
has
the
to get a
pressure
kill.
onto West side. Great read from BBL.
Ult should run out before it has any impact as well.
Good time.
Magnum gets the timing. It is definitely a gamble. TP
ult?
into the
We
back
ult
of the
this
site.
round?
They're going to try and bolster this up, but again, it's only weaker weapons here. Those sheriffs need to start landing. Well, the spike has made its way onto the site. Still yet to be planted already. One for Gravino, a second for Gravino. He's been having a great game. He might even look for a little more. A third one. This shouldn't be possible. Magnum at least dropping one more, but Gravino still standing.
Oh, they
Magnum may even
lined
have
up
to
as
ace
well.
it just to drag them through the round, and Arrow has now found himself a rifle. But he has been spotted. That second player catching him in a net. Well, that time ticking away for Ara.
Wait, I thought the round was over. What?
Once again, Magnum doesn't want to fall for it, doesn't want to turn this into a 1 versus 1, and well, he won't get the ace.
I thought they lined up.
He's not gonna
Am I crazy?
That got way
I thought the round ended.
Dangerous. And Gravidio, well,
I gave up. I gave up on the round.
A bloody good job. They came into that with the right read, Tom. They went towards the site that only had one player after baiting rotations to the A site. After
My God,
Magnum
what a
hearing
shot.
those rotates, then catching the play back in the other
Why does
direction.
he-
In terms of the early round, every single piece of the puzzle came together for BBL, and they still almost fumbled it. A big play needed by Magnum. He gets
Mind,
4
I'm trolling.
kills. If he doesn't, if he
I'm
misses
trolling.
even one of
Yeah,
those shots,
I'm
gives
hallucinating.
Rubino a second
Okay,
bite
Ara
of the
gets an
cherry,
up this
and that
round.
round goes to GX.
Bro, that round
This is
prior though,
worrying because,
4v2,
again, we need to see
that's
that
the one you
comeback.
needed.
It's only
That's
a
the one
2-round
you
gap
needed.
now, but
It's
we
the
know
GiantX.
how quickly GX can run away with things.
one thing I'll say for BBL, they're one of the few teams that I actually think winning rounds like that is better for them. Like, you see them
Individually.
screaming, you see them getting pumped up, those players that have maybe had quieter games.
Well, this is
adding
kind
a
of like the
tally-
Talon game.
adding a
Dominate
round
map
that
1.
they can call theirs.
Now, Talon won a close map 2.
That's the only
In which
worry
they
I
were the
really
better
have for
team,
GX.
but-
Like I said, if you're talking about
You
who
know,
has
it
been
was somewhat
the
close.
better team, I don't think it's arguable, but who's building into this map now? Well, that's BBL.
It all comes down to this round in my mind. This is where GX stand a chance to recover. Now already the door being broken and Market stopped the drone from going through. It delayed the rotates of GX, so they're a little bit behind the play. It means pressure towards the backside for Westside. Who does pick
swinging
up
out
one,
fully
but Rubino
stunned
trying
is
to
a
help
choice.
out, and the smoke goes down. Backup comes in, and in fact, backup is the name of the game for GX. They step
Good by Westside.
past the smokes, and then Westside
Really
runs
good by
through them.
Westside.
He's already picked up 3. It's mayhem on the site as Westside answers up with another.
Oh,
and
almost an
Cloud
ace.
steals the ace away, but as Angel says, a win's a win, a round's a round, and for
round's a
GX,
round.
that's one step closer to securing this map.
Will I be gifting a champs bundle?
They brought it close in
No.
the last one.
Oh, fucking retweet this tweet.
Westside.
If I get
The
600 million
terrifying
likes,
going
I'll
into this
buy
defensive
one
half,
champs
that
bundle
you
and
have
gift it
walk
to
into
someone.
This man's realm.
No! It's
He's proven himself
Nice, Westy! Nice, Westy!
as one of the best sentinels in the region right now. Oh, because of that BBL.
Sounds fair. Oh, here we go. Come on, Deborah. Winner of VFL gets a bundle. What, all of VFL or just champs? Like the season-long VFL or the champs VFL? That would be kind of fun. Winner of champs gets a skin. Well, I'm 4th overall, so you can all suck my knob. Apart from 3 of you. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. It just happened.
They found one, and immediately GX went back to winning ways.
But the other problem they have here is this feels like almost all their credits on the line.
Yep, they were dying.
Can you get an anti-VFL Discord role?
one of the
Anti-VFL in champs is going to be
was brought
interesting.
Individually by him. And on the other side, well, operator in play.
By that
Hunter's
logic, would
Fury
I suck
credits
that
to
person's
spare.
knob?
It is.
I
Beast
didn't mean it
versus
in a
potential
literal
famine.
sense, so...
BBL lose this round, it might just be the end of the map.
Slow approach from BBL, the net cast wide. Nothing caught just yet as GX are playing so passive. Void of information, and we actually saw this in the previous round where they were just keen. At one stage they thought about putting a drone through.
Oh!
And I said about slow and steady, that's anything but. Hunter's Fury thrown through. I don't know what gave away.
Drone. I think it was drone.
Oh, Yumpy activated the drone. Immediate
gonna
response.
pit?
That's unlucky, to say the least. The pit, though, this could
West side, man. This
something
guy.
for BBL, but now they're way behind. Having to
Trade by
fight their way
Flickless.
through, and Flickless keeping up the trading game. Caught with an arrow out. He
Oh,
almost
no.
won that. Magnum's down to 13 HP and the pit will fall.
Pit's
Sociable
down.
soon to
Needs to
follow
plant.
with 12
Flank's coming
seconds
in.
left. He needs to plant and he's surrounded. 12 to 8.
Okay, 12-8. I mean, this is looking like the talent game. This actually does look like the talent game so far. I can't remember what the first map score was, but it was like 13-4 or something.
Nightmare fuel. And yeah, that is it. Look, drone
That's
used,
awful.
and off the contact of the drone, Cloud knows exactly where he's using it from. That is just
Wow, that's crazy.
perfect read to get rid of the initiator from the opposing
Talent
side.
did get
I was
reverse
gonna
swept,
say,
yes.
like, whenever I see the Hunter's Fury in Cloud's hands, I'm always nervous. I think that's
It's
why we
13-4,
saw the spell around.
13-7.
If
So
you
yeah,
go
it's
aggro, he's gonna hit you
13-2,
with it.
13-8
Instead,
maybe?
you lose your
Could be.
initiator off the fake. It also reveals that there's nobody else there, and that allows them to gamble back on the other side. Perfect use of a singular ultimate that wins GX around. And what I said, just look at what's left for BBL. It is a jumble.
I mean, they are one off a couple ults.
Looking
if
at
they
last
can win
round,
this
I'll
round,
just
they
say,
actually
I'll
could
always
start to
criticize the
snowball a
Viper
little
leaving the
bit.
Viper's pit. I think it's one of the worst plays. Magnum had to. They were too far behind.
This
They
is the
needed
tough
to
one,
pick.
though.
Arrow with another opening here as Magnum falls. And Arrow might be under pressure, but he's got his wall to get out. No intention of doing so, though. Still tucked in the corner as Gravino holds down short. Now Arrow steps up with the op again.
Nicely
to
done,
drop
and the Neon
uppy.
Ulticon.
And although he falls, it's a 4v2 that he's left his team in. A chance to have 3 maps in a
Oh,
row
they missed.
where any one win will lock them in for champions. What a return to form, a reawakening of GX. Sociable all that stands between them.
13-8 it is. 13-8 it is. We can go back to Geoguessr. Geoguessr is the perfect thing to have on. How many, like, Geoguessr tournaments are there in a year? Let's go, Deborah. Why do they need headphones? So that people don't go, Canada! What the fuck do you mean? You could just cheat. Who won? GiantX. They only have one of these a year. That's that.
This place look like, and it's a very unique way of studying, but it gets people very far, and it's a large secret to Debray's success.
Yeah, really great point here. It looks like finally our players are ready. Debray might have had a quick little tech pause, but it's finally time. Copenhagen and everybody at home. Boom and Jake, once again, we're here. It's time. Get hype. Let's do this thing. I cannot wait.
This is going to be so good. Strap in, everybody. You won't want to miss this one.
Here we go.
All right, Jake, I've been asking you all day. Prediction time. I want to hear your thoughts. I know how difficult of an ask this is.
Come on, Team Deborah. I'm all
What are
in.
you
Team
thinking?
Deborah.
Oh my
Where's Lero
goodness.
from?
I mean, I do think that on paper,
Australia?
Debray's got the advantage in moving.
Yeah.
We have seen Lero take a moving game off of each of his opponents so far today. I'm gonna go, oh my goodness. I gotta say 3-2. And if it goes to NMBZ, it really is just a 50-50. But I'm gonna say 3-2 for Debray.
Rafting.
Okay. Call's been made by Jake Lyons. Everybody, let's see if it holds up.
France? No
Round
way.
1.
Switzerland? Maybe.
Looking
Again.
like Italy.
Yep, looking like Italy. Again, Debray's gonna feel like he really, really needs to win the moving games. It is definitely his biggest advantage in comparison to Lero. Lero has been absolutely flawless in no moving so far today. Neither player seems to have found much boccoletto. 0-6-3 though. I
Via
think that's
Roma.
a regional code, perhaps.
This is,
So
where's
Debray
Fabio?
Looks like he's got a pretty specific zoom.
Move my camera.
Lero's
Oh,
a
sorry.
little less sure.
Let's see. Oh, now he's changing up his guess drastically. Much farther east
Yeah,
now.
he's much further east. Debray looks pretty confident right now. We'll see.
Who has it? It's Debray. What a way to
Let's go,
start.
Debray. Hey, fuck you, Lero
Debray's
fans.
showing
Fuck
what
you.
He can do in moving. You give him any small piece of information, he will use it to his advantage, and he takes the lead.
Right, this
Quick zoom here from Debray in Argentina.
is
I like
Argentina.
the
Look at how
guess,
flat
maybe
it
like
is.
North
Is this Brazil? We've
is
got
it Brazil?
Portuguese language, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Whoa. I'm not
That's
sure
why
what
it
he
looked like
saw.
large.
It might have said Pilotas on the sign. It was too quick for me to see, but Lero needs to follow. Does he even know the country? We'll see. Yes,
yeah,
it's
he's
a
gonna
pretty good guess.
South. Rio Grande do Sul, one of the other states commonly that can have those round concrete poles. And they both know it. Debre with a really nice guess here as we go to round 3.
Debre really.
And
putting
Aussie
the
is so
pressure on.
rarely good at online
Perfect
something.
gameplay
Let
in
us
those
have
first
this.
2 rounds, doing exactly what he
Yeah, that's
needs
because
to
you're all
do.
just getting baked in
He
the
does not want
sun.
to go down 1-0 here.
Turning into
The
what?
way that Lero is playing. Japan will be looking for pole plates, area codes, any small piece of information they're able to get. Even the diamonds that you
Oh!
see down on the road can be helpful. We have a
Lag?
oval-shaped plate on the poles, which indicates the region of Chubu, which is exactly where Lero has locked his guess in. Debre, I'm sure, will be in the correct region. We'll see exactly where he decides to go.
Debre now playing it like a no-move game, taking a little 360 panorama, and he's farther south and he's locked too. It's right in between them in the end.
Let's
Just gonna be
go.
a couple points there. 88.
Not bad. How's
Yeah, Lero might have seen a
How's Lero
particular
closer
pole
there?
plate combination that made him go Nagano specifically. He was in the correct prefecture, but again, Debre with a very solid guess, doing just
Oh
fine
no,
so far.
there's been so many of these single track ones, man.
We're looking calm as ever, and with a very quick guess here on Java Island in Indonesia.
Yeah, we're gonna see this from Lero. On rounds that are not likely to be close for information, he will guess quickly. They're both in Central Java, pretty close to each other.
Very close by. It's much farther west there in the end, but Lero's going to pick up some points.
Boo!
And again, that often is going to be Lero's best chance of picking up points. He obviously did it quite a lot against Blinky, who is known to many as the best moving player in the world. The way to beat a great moving player in moving is to make the game as little like moving as possible. So if they're far away from information, Lero is very likely to guess quickly.
Lero opting to move, however, on this round, getting some fast move down the road. They're both going the same direction. Both chose to go south.
Yep, we are in Colombia here by the looks of it. Lero looks like he went back to the start and is now moving north. See if either of them runs into anything.
Colombia.
Debre zooms into the map preemptively. Still no information.
Crazy how they
Colombia,
just
a very
know.
difficult country to region guess. That's why the players are looking around. They want to get some info.
Sign there, but didn't look too helpful. Lero's going to keep moving. Just about 10 seconds left on the clock.
Oh,
no
sign
one
for
seems
Lero.
confident. Yeah, whoa, big sign here.
Cajamarca, that's in Peru. What the heck? There must be a different one.
Wait,
is it actually Peru?
It is Peru, but we had a Colombia poll.
He's going Peru.
But could it have been Peruvian?
No, it is.
Oh my gosh.
It is Colombia. Debre.
Wow.
He wins the game on that.
Let's fucking
That
go.
is crazy bait. I mean, if he hadn't found that sign, I think Lero probably would have been in Colombia, but he saw the word Cajamarca and he was
Let's
like,
go.
I guess we must be in Peru. That's crazy. There must be a small town
Easy.
with the same
Easy
name.
game for Debre.
Debre not falling, well, I say not falling for it. He didn't find that sign in the first place, but Debre doing what he needed to do. He wins the first moving game, but now we go to no move, which is Lero's specialty. He has not lost a no move game yet at this tournament.
No move is much
Really
more
is
fun,
such a
I think.
bummer of a way for him to go out there because I'm sure leading up to that, I think we had a Columbia cross on the back of the sign. We had a Columbia pole, but land environment, the stress is on. You see a sign, it throws you off, and you go, wait, that's somewhere else.
Why is it
You
always
click
bridges?
Yep, and he had yellow plates and everything. I mean, all the clues were there, but again, it got to his head, maybe the pressure. It's a blunder from Lero for sure, but we've seen him come back from things like this before, and now he's in the mode where he feels the most comfortable.
And I must say, he looks very
Pretty
calm. He does
big
not look phased by that. He understands his mistake.
Body of water. Boo. Red houses. Kind of hilly in the background. Austria.
And he's going to move on. And
Honestly, to get to this part of the tournament, you have to be level-headed.
Am I dropping frame?
Under pressure. I mean, I'm not, and it definitely at both of the previous World Championships, it definitely affected my performance a little bit.
Bro.
But these guys are just like, they're just stone cold. You know, they're so good at the game.
I mean, he's in what?
Confident in their
Croatia? I
abilities.
mean, my Austria guess,
They
not
know what
bad
they
then.
can do, and it's such a pleasure to watch him play.
Bro's in
I
Zagreb.
mean, at the end of the day, Geoguessr is all a mental game. There's no real mechanics per se that you can rely on. It's
Well, they're in
all
pretty
in
different
your head,
spots.
and you need that good mental. They have it here. 10 seconds left to go now on our round one of the no move.
Yep, they're in different countries, by the way. We have Croatia and Slovakia. Very difficult European round here. And ooh,
What if it's
Debray's
Austria,
switching
though?
to Slovenia now.
Oh, wow, so we have Slovenia and Slovakia. It is Slovakia, actually. Lero in the right country, but just a little bit closer, so it's not many points.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Lero getting the correct country.
Chat thinks you are ass at
on the wrong
Geog.
side of it, but
I mean, I'm not good at
it's slightly
GeoGuessr, but at fucking
round.
my geography knowledge, I'll
Round two
fuck
here
most
with
of you.
India on our hands.
India always tricky. We have, look, is that Bengali? We have, yeah.
Easy.
But, so we had the little triangle-shaped characters in the script, which you only see in Bengali, unlike the other languages of India. And well done to Lero seeing that as well. That or he's just vibe guessing the landscape, but either way, they are right by each other.
Wow. Just right next to each other there, just a little bit farther south. Very good guesses from the both of them. Takes us to round three.
Such high-level gameplay here.
Europe? Hold on. Europe, Gothic Church.
See if Lero is able to shake off that unfortunate end
Netherlands.
to game one. We're in Germany here.
Germany.
We've got a horse on the road. I don't know if you saw that.
We do.
Northwest Germany.
Some
Yeah.
signs off in the distance there, but it kind of seemed like they were struggling to read them.
Yeah, and there, yeah, that green sign has some towns on it, but I mean, Diederstadt or something. It might be readable, but even if it is, it's probably some tiny little village. So they're just gonna have to go based off of the vibes. That's all they're gonna have in this location.
He kind of seems like he's just gonna central hedge.
Come on, I know there's a fuck ton of Germans. Anyone live here?
Specific Western guess.
Is this
Yeah,
Akuma's
he might be
house?
Guessing based off of the architecture that he sees, he might think it is a little bit more towards, say, the Netherlands or Belgium, but
I
Pays
said
off
Northwest
for him.
Germany.
Again, Lero just hedging central.
Wow, clicking middle would have worked so perfectly there, Jake.
Yep. And Lero was relatively close to middle, and again, a little bit closer, but these first
Railroad
rounds,
track
it may as
could
well
be anywhere.
6,000 to 6,000 right now. Still everything to play for.
Very close game here as we start round four. 2.5 times multiplayer now. Debray zooming instantly
The
into
fuck?
Hungary,
How do
his
they
home
know?
country.
Well, if Debre thinks it's Hungary, it's probably Hungary. But you never know for sure.
What the fuck? There's no way you get
Got him
this.
on that one.
But again, if it is Hungary,
I mean, it's
he's
probably
very,
Europe,
very
but-
good at Hungary.
Oh.
He knows what he's doing, but now he's in Slovakia. He's not actually. He's actually not sure.
Interesting. Got a 50-50 here, Slovakia
I
and
thought
Hungary.
the little railroad X sign that we see there, I thought in Slovakia those were different. I thought they were like more of a rectangular sign, but I could be mistaken about that.
We still have no idea what Lero is thinking here. 20 seconds to go. Finally, he opens the map. He's thinking Hungary too.
Yep.
Okay, BBL running their
Has
ISO
to
again.
Put a pin down. Debre is in Slovakia near the border.
He keeps
Now,
switching.
oh my gosh. He's like between Western Slovakia and Eastern Hungary right now. Central Hungary for Lero, Budapest for Debre.
Wow. In
He's
the end,
clicking the
yeah.
Orsakas.
Oh, I love
And
that. It is Hungary in the end. But still, this game is so close. It's just as you were saying. This could be a 6K to 6K game still.
Yep. It's amazing, the level play so far. A couple points on the table in that
Round 5,
last
this
one,
one's
but
gettable.
Again, in Hungary, it's such a hard country to region guess. Hard to even know that you're in
I
Hungary
mean,
in
it's
a round
gettable
like
for
that.
me.
We'll see what they can do here on Italy.
Overtime coffee.
Yeah.
Galateria.
Again, they'll be looking for
Looking
a town
pretty
name written
old.
somewhere. I'm not sure that they're going to have one. It does look, I want to say it looks southern, almost dry, maybe even Sicilian with this architecture, but again, hard for me to say. Wait a second. Body. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
There is info. And that's hard to see.
Bari?
Debre might not spot that.
Lero, lock it in.
Oh my gosh, Debre's not
in the
close.
north.
Oh my goodness.
30 seconds to go. Will Debre
Ain't no way
lose
you're in
this?
the north
Sneaky
here.
info on the little barriers there.
Come on,
It's right
Fabio.
there,
Where's
but Debre
Fabio?
doesn't see it.
Lero,
Even I could tell you this
lock
is
it
southern.
in, but how is he to know
Debre's-
that Debre doesn't
oh
have
my,
it?
Debre's getting colder. Oh my gosh, colder, warmer.
Jake,
right
10
there.
seconds to go.
Oh
this
my
could be
God.
massive damage
He's
with your
getting
times
colder again. Oh my
multiplier. Our
goodness.
first real round.
He's still in the north.
He's central hedging.
Oh my gosh, this is huge for Lero.
What's gonna happen? He leaves it there in the center. Lero just going right in Bari, and it's so close by. That's gonna be massive with the multi.
Wow.
Our first hit of the game.
My goodness. The sneaky little...
My goat, Dubra. Not good. Sorry.
This year,
Got to turn
and
the
he is already
fucking
dead.
sound on.
Within seconds, Flickless has taken it down west side. We've now seen him switch up as well. But it seems like there is no change.
Well.
Another strong start to the map. Well, a 2v5 needed.
All the info there. Gerbino's heard the steps. He knows he can isolate a duel. Moving towards the spawn, he'll do so with ease. And the final player
very,
falls
very
in his hands too.
simple
And
round there.
Flawless to kick off map number 3. BBL 10 rounds in 2 maps. They need to do a damn sight better than that. And their stats on pistol rounds, Tom, they're taking a big hit
Unlucky.
in this series.
Yeah, honestly, it might be lower than 50% from the playoffs at least.
Oh,
it's
dear.
definitely not been the same sort
Now,
of trend that
Sociables
we've seen from
Yoru,
them, but I think you need
let's
to
just say it
highlight
was
how
a little
GX have been
questionable.
within this series of them. West side of Flickless, their crossfire seems so difficult.
Oh, there's one
to
in
deal
Russia.
with. I'm at 11.
Oh, it's big damage.
I said, I was literally
Ooh.
talking about how I feel like when you go into an agent like Ice, okay, optimistic.
Oh my goodness.
You need to have that same level of confidence in your own individual ability, and he's just been getting wrecked. Rotation back towards the A site. This stack up of utility is going to be so difficult to deal with, like having not only the poison orb in play to slow you down, leave you low, but then you've got sensors to deal with. I'm liking the change
West
of
side
composition, and
also just
more so
trying
I'm
to
just
spam.
liking what West side
Just
is
walking
able
out.
to do. Again, this combo,
Flawless.
the same as the first round. It's another
Okay, all on the all on the line.
Our sponsors are going to be very happy with GX.
Senegal.
Yeah, happy with West side in that round. 5-0 start for him. 0 deaths on the board on one side of the stage. And
No,
you're talking
Namibia.
about the BBL resurgence. This isn't how you wanted it to start. Of course, you're going to take risks in a round like this. That TP.
Here we go.
Terrible,
Time's low.
but
Namibia's
the
pretty
relying-
big.
Relying factors that they're playing that little
Windhawk.
deeper towards Lamps.
One enemy
A risk taken we
Oh.
want to see in the future. But West side, he has proven to just be
Oh,
such a
Deborah
deep.
lives.
We talked about him throughout the regular season. Highest headshot percentage. You see a sheriff in his hand, and the round might not go your way, but it's evolved to the point if you see anything in his hand, if this man's drawing breath, don't count your eggs before they've hatched.
Oh, a bonus round that has got some serious weight to it. Rifles across every single player. A couple of light shields. Here goes Levin. He's trying to challenge that setup once again, but thus far it's been a nightmare. Those sensors.
So
they're
Deadlock
trying to sprint
plus
through
Viper
them, but
here
then they're
again.
met by running into the poison orb, and
And they've
Flickless
run into
just
us.
spamming through his
Ooh,
own
okay, this-
utility. There are trades to be had though.
Oh,
It
nice
might have
try
trolled
by
a little
Howard to
bit
get
here
through
from
the
Giants.
wall,
It might
but
have
they're
trolled a lot
watching
of it
for
of this round, to be honest.
BBL not going to let this one slip with ease. It's Magnum on the double.
Probably just need to
And
calm
BBL
down a
on
bit
the
from
board.
that one.
That's what we
Not
like
think
to
that this
see
is
early
free.
on.
Yeah, I think as well.
All
that
on the line.
the worry when you have a utility setup like that has the sort of poison orb and the sensors, you show it too much respect, you lose the game. So the fact that they managed to basically just send it through everything and still manage to win the round, I'll be honest, it's quite impressive. Like, it should be tough to get through a scenario like that. And more importantly, Levin, already a couple of kills onto the board. As said, came into this map 9 and 31. Even's not so bad.
Hell of a way to go out if they do end up losing here on bind as
Well,
well.
that's a round that you should just,
This
like,
is
you
where the
should not be
dreams were
losing that. You
crushed
should
in
be
the upper
winning that
bracket
round.
run by Team Liquid, by Nats.
Oh, again.
A real villain up against this squad, and we'll see if there is another to be found, this time on the side of GX. Ours being a monster up against this squad. West side sights have seemed impenetrable at times. For BBL, they beat the Force by, but starting out this one, you talked about Levin. Success he had early on here.
Yeah, BBL were one round away from making champs. Yeah.
GX.
Now they are getting
The tough thing with
pounded.
this composition, like you have so much in terms of delay. Poison Orb, West Side's utility, Astra utility.
Okay, there you go.
That's not bad though.
4v4, winnable
West
now.
Side being
Especially with
deleted.
Deadlock dead.
Flickless trying to regain that control, but the smoke's kind of holding him off. The control instead has come out the other side, and Cloud spraying wildly is
Wow.
actually going to get rid of Yumpy.
He's done well there. The spam's going their way, but Magnum swinging in from behind.
Very good by Magnum.
Saved them. A couple of kills. There's another.
Wow, crazy by
Magnum.
Magnum.
Magnum coming alive, giving it down to
I think he's flying.
But that one was the man that put them in the dirt. The previous map, Magnum's done well. He spotted out that player. They can now take this fight to the other side of the map. They can reposition completely. Magnum watching for the swing.
Oh my god, wow, that was so close.
Oh,
holy
there
shit.
is a moment where he ends that round. Just 16 HP for Prophet.
Crazy round from Magnum.
That could have been real.
Oh, Deborah with the win.
Start again for GX, but it's denied. And you got to look at Magnum, a player who, again, in their last game here on Bind, where it was do or die, it was the final map of the series. He made some blunders. We saw him going into overtime, miss his orb, run through his own snake bite and get dealt with easily while vulnerable on a solo push through
Timeout.
That is unbelievable. I mean, that's a great guess from Lero. Like,
yeah, yep.
There's nothing wrong with Lero's guess there, but Debre is on the correct road. That is unthinkable.
I am at a loss, Jake. The level of gameplay that we are seeing in this World Championship has been delivering exactly what we've expected. It's been years of competition leading up to this level
Who's that
of
timeout
gameplay.
for? Giants
for stuff
or
like this to finally
BBL? I actually
be
could believe it for
possible.
both teams. I mean,
Debre
Giants
getting
because they're
an
fucking
insane
overheating
guess
a
on
lot.
random road in Peru. Can he continue it?
They're just kind of
Will we
everyone
see
soloed
another
around.
Semi-final 3-0, or can Lero make a comeback?
Brazil.
Maybe even a reverse sweep. Let's see. Let's get him in.
Brazil.
This game right here. If Lero can win this moving
Southwest.
game, he'll feel pretty good about his chances going forward. But I mean, he needs to win this one, and of course, Debre, one of the best moving players on the planet.
Know how Pips and prepped, but I know that most people will have those early rounds planned out, and from that point, unless your players are completely ignoring your playbook and you need to come in and get the whip out, I don't think that there's much benefit to them that your players can come to on their own. But let's see if Pipson's got a response. Of course, he's called it early as well, in the sense that they're not going into a buy round, but we'll see this from a lot of coaches, using this pistol to give you the best chance you can, or maybe even information find, test the reactions of your opposition. Already snake bite down, that's going to cancel out the shield of Levin.
Okay.
So if they can buy a little bit
So
of
they
time,
swap where the
that
deadlock
shield won't
is.
be coming back online. You won't have the chance to convert it after a kill, and the wall bought them a lot of time. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that's what
The thing is as well,
this
playing
comp
against
has
BBL
really
on this
been
map,
built
like,
around is
they're not good at this
how
comp.
much delay they can cause.
You know what I
Because
mean?
know
Like,
the
they're
BBL like to
not
be
that good
explosive.
at this
They like to
comp.
be
The
very
Yoru
direct
ISO,
in their takes.
the Yoru
So
player
if
isn't
you
a
have
great
volleys
Yoru
on
player.
either
Their
side of the
ISO
map,
player I don't think
nades,
is an amazing
as I said, all
ISO
of
player.
those smokes and the
They wait out the
Sentinel west
wall,
side,
but you
there
still
really is a lot
possibly
that can
have
slow down. Very
some threat
direct
here.
push. Now bear in mind,
Could go for a grab net
Annihilation is
TP play.
available. Viper's pit one away. I can't imagine that's coming into this round. They now do have
They
a couple of
do.
players already trying to rotate early. It's an early trade. There goes that ultimate being utilized, and actually saving that player is too much of a risk. Flickerless, well positioned, and well now, it comes down to a 2v2, 25 seconds
Flanks
left west side.
backside.
Hadn't been dealt with on the side.
Wow.
It's the 5 versus Profek, and now all that remains, Sociable. He's being flanked on as well. Doesn't realize the second player is behind Arrow. He's one shot to this Outlaw, but he's gonna try and make it down
10
silently.
seconds left.
May have got a little bit further than expected coming up from above. There is no hope
good
here
patience.
for Sociable. And well,
You had to
I
pray you
don't know
didn't
if
fucking
Pipson
already
would
have a
expect
TP
the
somewhere
ball
there.
to work so soon.
Otherwise, you're in a
They
lot of
have
trouble.
Turned it back immediately with a pay save card, Thrifty.
As I've always said, Tom, a huge fan of Pipson's early
Deborah
timeouts. I
5K?
think he just does a great job at course correcting.
Holy,
and-
he's cooked.
And you really want to use them early to get on the board rather than waiting till, I don't know who would wait till too late. That's honestly, this round caught me off guard.
Geoguessr mini player. The problem with the Geoguessr mini player is you can't see what's going on.
Objectively a winnable position for the most part, but they've already gotten rid of the shield on Levin. They have a double TP coming through, and that then applies a little bit of pressure onto the remaining guy inside hookah, because one of you gets pulled away. Now there's one guy fighting two. It's a much different battle.
PCT mini player.
And they actually managed to keep that player alive in the late round and then end up winning.
The problem is, I feel like there's a silent majority who doesn't want that.
Yep,
Is the
there you
problem.
go. Levin success rate wasn't particularly high. He needs to win this one, and he has
Bro.
not again. It's Grabinho to take him down.
And they
In the
don't even
meantime,
get
the
the
rest
kill.
of the team has taken quite a bit of
Gonna do
space,
that.
though. As Grabinho traded out after coming back from the ult, so even though the shots were not connected, it did give them that additional space. Cloud also under pressure, but Ara's there. He actually hit that through the smoke, I believe. That's a player tagged fairly low, and the pit has gone in the meantime.
Oh, Yuppie's making a play. He's been caught in the corner. Ara stuck here with a Sheriff in hand. A shot to the body will take down Yumpie. The Profet can at least tank one. They don't know where that final player is, though, and now they're trying to find out. Flickless expected to be on short on the flank, maybe up in heaven, but that's now cleared by the Nightfall. They've used a lot of utility, but they can put the pieces together now. They know that Flickless should be in the
waiting
spawn.
to see if they TP,
They know that
I think.
Ara is towards Bath, but they're stalling. 30 seconds on the clock. Afraid to make a mistake, but this may end up being their downfall. Time ticking as they finally go in for that plant, and this is Ara's moment.
Did you reload his outlaw?
Profit. It's going to be that first
No.
point of contact. Waiting patiently and clean.
Never had
with
a
the
chance if you're not
Sheriff.
reloading
Yuppie
that,
as
I don't
well
think.
will win his fight.
I also think he could
keep
keep
a fair few committed ults that, I'll be honest with
wrapping
you,
back around this way.
much
Surely
impact
wrapping
other than
back around
information.
there has to be the better play. You know both are on site. You can stop them getting the TP if you do wrap back around,
Set them up 3
which
for
allows
3.
your teammate to get closer and start taking more space earlier on.
Quite a bit of pressure on the
Surely
economy.
staying out shower is
Similarly to their
definitely the
last
wrong
low buy,
play.
They do have a few ultimates that might be able to pad the gap.
Right, because if you can get to this line, I mean, you can just
GX
close them in for
left
sure.
In a very weak position, but
And this guy
managed to
can
win
know
this
that they
against
have
the
to be
previous,
going A.
so let's not hold our
Then
breath
has
for the
option.
fourth on BBL. Deep push, deep tag, Levin down and out of the
Okay, they
round
get the first
already.
kill.
Another opening duel lost. The ISO, man, his ults. What, in the last
mean,
game he lost to two
it's
classics
one
and
of
a Spectre. This time loses his opening, gets shut down in a lot of these early fights. We need to see the
Okay, they got
confidence
ults here, though,
builder for
Giants.
him. And now there's a real chance for GX to convert this round with Profect.
Okay, they
Just
make
one
them
hit to
think that
anything.
this is an A hit with a smoke.
That was why they invested into this outlaw. Even if it doesn't kill, it will wound, and it will set up those remaining players. In they go.
Whoa, what a
Video
shot.
with the Sheriff
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
I cannot believe what this man can do with a pistol.
I was gonna say BBL have done a decent job here. There's only like one guy on the site,
Already blatantly obvious.
but
dear
also this is the
Lord.
problem when you can't get out of hooker with
Genuinely
your
took
comp.
my breath away.
It's taken me a minute to even form words in my mind there. That was insane. We talk about this guy, we've mentioned it many times, the Sheriff, how deadly it can be, but that is
Insanity.
too much. That is far too much.
Oh, look at the damage.
I even thought in the previous, how
Now
the
they're on
showstopper
Nico as
after
well.
that opening pick, after low HP on Profect, that's what's going to turn
So again,
the
it seems to
tide.
be,
This guy-
you know, most of the time be Viper
Yeah.
deadlock on one
Let's be
side.
real, even
The other three on the
outlaw
other.
was irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, it tagged a couple of players, but I think every single one of them got headshot.
Yep.
So
This guy just comes marching in with a big iron on his hip.
they've still got all of the ultimates. They've destroyed their opponent's economy. Cloud is or two away from having his ult as well. This is potentially the start of another GX streak. We've seen it in the last couple of maps. Ult going to be used, and that is a player cornered.
How has no one died
Being
from that?
dragged in, and there's Cloud's ult. Said it was the only one that's not online anymore. The net has left Sociable stuck, just jumping in a corner, and wow, it's an in-zone flawless. A thrifty into a flawless, and that'll put GX comfortably in the lead.
I feel like I'm watching BBL.
I mean, yeah, they ult
In
on
some
an
of these
eco, but
rounds, they look
I mean,
good.
they've
They're
still got
dancing,
4
but the
ults.
floor is made of glass, and we are
Like, it's
far
fine.
too high up
You know,
in the
now their
sky
money
for
is
comfort.
insanely good.
It feels like any moment in each of these maps. Well, not the first.
C9
map,
NRG was the best of 5 who I think would have
but
won. NRG.
in map 2,
NRG.
and then
I think
same
NRG
here,
could have won
as
the
we go
one map
back
that
and
they
forth
lost, but
early,
they just lost
2-2,
both this.
3-3. It feels like at some point
I think
that
NRG was
glass
just a
will
better
shatter,
team.
and we will see them plummet. Holding my breath for the disaster that's soon to come, and it has already happened. West side shut down though. Sociable managing to deal with him early. Ara going deep, and he won't.
Nice
find anything.
challenge
That was
with
a
the
shield
ISO.
11 as well that he ends up fighting. This is a great start for BBL. Perhaps they've managed to cling on for dear life. The
They need to
plummet
go
below
crazy
them,
here.
not yet gonna swallow as Grubinho is tagged up. Cloud on the way, but they need
And he did
huge
not.
individual performances
They
to
go for
stand a
super
chance. And
aggro
there's none to
play.
be seen. BBL
But
back
why aren't we
to
doing
the
that with a
fighting
Gecko
spirit.
ult? Surely if you're going for an aggro play, you're like Raze ulting
similarly
one
to
side,
Ascent, it
Gecko
felt like
ulting the
GX
other.
in
I
this
don't
round wanted
understand
to
the call here.
put the nail in the
I
coffin.
don't understand
Very aggressive
what
stance.
we're
I feel
doing
like that's played
if
into
you're
BBL's hands.
Giants.
What they've done fantastically
Doesn't
well
really
so
make
far
much sense to
is
me.
the delay and the
Like, surely,
stalls
if
that
we're
have
trying to,
sort of
like,
made it
go
so those
aggro here,
executions look a bit more panicky. You
like,
give
surely
those
you're
fights
Gecko
early,
ulting
and BBL
one
is still gonna
side,
hit their shots.
Raze ulting the other. You know what I mean? And then
Mistake
Astra
that
sucking
I'm
the
sure
middle.
they'll learn from.
Yeah. The thing is, after a
A
round like
GX
that, you
just a
kind of
bad
understand why.
matchup for
Like, you've had a
Valor.
couple of rounds
They beat
where you
TH and
win one with
FNC.
pistols, you then
Debra
have
wins.
that sort of dominant start in the next round where it's a flawless. I could completely understand them going, okay, let's throw in a showstopper and we might just boom them out of the game.
And that's the logic behind Westside pushing in through Hookah as well. Obviously, he's getting aggressive to force them back. If they go back, they run into the showstopper. Round's already
Yeah,
done.
so a little
Doesn't
ult
work
round
out
for them
as
to
Flash
work
is
on there.
broken.
I don't really get what they're
Correction
thinking that
from
will do.
Sociable.
Just, hey, here's one fucking Dizzy Flash on its own,
fear
no
thanks to
Yuto.
that shield, and I think that's really the
Oh
turning
man,
point
that's
of
a
the
pretty
round. It's
shocking
already
round from
recovery
Giants, I'm
mode
not
from
gonna
that.
lie.
A good
Like,
idea,
the theory behind that round
but
is
BBL
pretty
respond
shite.
correctly, and now just one round behind. This is definitely the best start that we've seen from them, where Sunset, again, felt like it was GX's, and BBL came back into it. It was 2 rounds in the first half of map 1, 3 rounds in the first half of map 2, and let's see if they can make it off the 4th here, or if the pattern is going to complete itself.
Even with one more round onto the board in the last 2 performances
If I
for
just put
GX, this
deep
would be
on
the
B.
best defensive half they've had. They were 0-6 versus Foot, 3-9 versus Na'Vi. Already the wall's going to be broken. Looking like they want to try and play around the gap in
Gonna
the
try and
pit.
just walk through this gap.
Also an orbital strike, but Westside, that is a twofer!
A little bit naive from
They
BBL.
walk in an immediate execution,
Being
a
up playing
man
against a bunch of
advantage
bots who don't
gained,
fucking watch that.
and they still need to find and get rid of Flickless.
Telling you, man, GX's scouting department, they deserve a really big raise. Even if they're already overpaid. Cloud up close, that's a free kill on the Magnum. No chance. Fighting inside that pit. Profek caught between the molly and the pit itself, and it looks like it's just going to be a
well, not a great round from Giants the round before, and this one from BBL, yeah, I don't know who we think we're playing against, a bunch of bots.
2 rounds to fight.
I think we're in Americas or something,
It's
I don't
still
know.
possible for us to be neck and neck going into the next, but these individuals showing up every time they're needed. And Westside, honestly, in this series, and especially in this map, he's 16-6. He's looking untouchable.
Yeah.
Nice, good job. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, he's been so comfortable. Like, I feel like he's never really been pressured, and while
BBL.
we've seen
Has anyone had a good chance in this Newcastle Leeds game? I'm just looking down at it now. I haven't noticed anything really happening. Not really. I thought Newcastle had a green away kit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Q Throw City. Who the fuck is an EG fan who plays Throw City? Who the fuck is the EG fan?
BBL.
Yeah, of all the times, man. The heights that he's reached. I'm looking at yesterday. Feels like the spark's gone out.
What did the cast say? The
Still 2
casters
round
don't
gap.
know what the fuck that
He
is.
can't find his form. This could be a completely different game. Sociable punished in the walk through the smoke. The player further back baiting as Gorbinho's up close. Flash goes through. The smoke up, the stun in, the orbital strike to buy space. Okay, that should at least get them a plan, but they're fighting back sight, and that's into Ara's hands. As he finds himself a double, but the whiff comes in. There's Levin, landing himself too,
Well, he
pulling
actually
a player into
missed the
ult,
ult.
or at least attempting to, but he dies too quickly. Gorbinho and Flickless, that's the rifle spotted. When Profek steps out, he's going to be more than ready for the duel, and now the eye of Levin drawn to the site as Flickless completes his flank.
Why Flickless? Well, it was a bit
7-4 for
scrappy
GX, and
and
that's
a bit
another point
messy.
up. You saw our backside defense. He does well, but it's been he's 6-5. He's
but
doing
again,
his job. But in this series, we talked about him finding new form, being incredible, being dominant against BBL. And now there's
Clean by
another
Eric.
hero.
Cloud has had this. My Gecko has had his ult for
Flickless
fucking like
backs
5
off and
rounds.
slows down, there's going to be people
What
who fill
are we
those
doing?
spots real quick.
I'll be honest with you, if you're waiting for West Side to slow down, I think you're waiting for something that's never going to come.
Wait a while.
The guy has been phenomenal. Flickless, who we said, his playoffs form has been superb. It seems like the pieces have all come together for
But you got it all.
GX, and they find themselves a matter of rounds away from champions.
Oh, yeah,
Sociable
that's a
will
note
at least
we'll never
start
get to
things
use.
off, but it really has just been hero plays. Levin actually gives them an advantage though. Something we
Oh, back
haven't
to
seen
rank.
in the last couple. Grabinho waiting, almost caught. Just about escaped. Nightfall thrown through. That at least lets them know the site is clear, and Magnum has a tasty little flank.
Did he not hear the TP? Yeah, he
They're
should.
not going to expect anybody to be this close, and that should be a
Shown by
freebie.
BBL.
A 7-5
But yeah,
looking
Cloud
likely,
not
but
finding a chance to
you
use his
never know
fucking
with
ult.
Flickless and
We've
Groovy still
died here
standing.
with Deadlock
Ruby's
ult,
barely
Gecko ult,
standing. He's
and
looping
now
into
Astro
this
ult as
retake,
well.
and the
I mean,
step
Astro ult
forward
is
as
fast,
Flickless
shite, but-
approaches. Yumpy's already in the corner. He's going to have to be thorough to clear that corner, and Yumpy gets him. Now 24 HP. It looks like BBL have done one better. Instead of 2, 3, and 4 in their first halves of the maps, it will be a 5th secured, unless Grabinho has a play of the year almost. 11-1 to close that out.
Not a great end again for Giants there. We've been really back and forth on this shit. Like in terms of like good rounds followed by pretty dog shit rounds from both teams. In terms of the thought into them and how they've gone. Was I an EG fan? Nick was an EG fan when EG was shit. He did say, I'm going to support this team because they're shit. And then all of a sudden they turn into goats. After seeing Pacific, this feels bad? No. See, the thing about Pacific is you have to separate the quality of game from the game. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Why does it say how many more? What happens when you get them all? Oh. How many do you have to get that? Was it 25, I'm going to guess? I mean, yeah, I'm just not a fan of the skin. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'll be real with you. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, I've already seen the clip on Twitter. Again. You know, it is what it is. (7-5). I mean, I would think for BBL their comp should struggle on the attack side more. I think Giants will be disappointed there. That could have been a 9-3 if they didn't kind of overheat towards the start of the half. I think. I think BBL with a pistol here could be in pretty good shape to come back.
This year at them, but that has certainly changed here in playoffs.
Well, it's dipped in playoffs, and I can tell you it's dipped even further in this match. I think they have won one of the lot so far, so GX could almost decide their fate. They are 6 rounds away from being locked into champions. A team full of rookies, with only Cloud, still a youngster in his own right, as someone who's been there before. The rest of them have the chance to make it for the first time, and a good chance at that.
Okay, the
Ara,
double
Cloud
swing, and
already
Ara deletes them.
adding 2 players to the body count, and Profex under serious pressure.
Okay, they should know that this guy is Showers. Corbino flanking on him.
He's going to try to
Don't
fight
even
with,
need him.
but he is shut down as well. GX finding full form this late in the
Second
playoffs.
pistol.
And much to
Be
the
pretty
chagrin
good here
of
for
BBL.
Giants.
This is it, done. It's
Will
just
they
Magnum
choke
and
essentially
Ace
at this
needed.
point is
A
the question. They should be able to get,
He can't
I
even
mean,
really get
they
out
should
of
be
the
able to
spawn
get to
before he's
9
put
and
to
then,
bed.
you know,
in-zone
winning 2 gun rounds. With
flawless
all the
to
ults they're going to
start
have
out
as
the
well, you're going to
second
have
half.
raised ult,
GiantX
Gecko ult,
will go further
Deadlock
into the
ult.
lead and closer.
You know, we've got some
champions.
decent ults to snowball into here as well.
Taken so many swing rounds, but this one looked incredibly
They
dominant.
play Astra with a Viper.
I think if you're talking about series with the most in-zone
Don't know if you
scorers,
see
they
that.
might be breaking some sort of record. It definitely helps that it's a best of 5. But
Why
at
dry
the
swing?
moment,
Well, the
it
thing
may
is,
end
of
up
course,
only being 3 maps.
Giants
8
didn't
to
use
5.
their wall, right? So that they've just walked up with no
5
wall either. They're
steps
not giving any indication that they are
on
actually
their
there.
road to champions.
So it might not have
The
even
team has
been
said
like
they
a.
had no chance of doing it on
Like
points. It was
they
all
probably
about
just
making it to
surprised
the
them a
grand
bit, to be honest.
final,
They're
which
probably thinking, hey, let's group up.
Heretics,
They're probably in
with
more the group
Fnatic,
up phase rather than the
with
we're about to
Liquid.
have a fight phase. Well, there's your C's
think
gone, which
anybody
is a
thought that
pretty
would
big part
happen.
of this kind of play
maybe
most of the
even.
time.
I don't even think the GX admins would have thought that could happen.
How's the game been? Yeah, Giants
they
have
have
kind of
taken
just
every
been
step,
the superior team,
got
it must be
themselves
said. They absolutely destroyed them on
path
Ascent, came in with a very good
that now
plan,
looks
destroyed
to be
them.
paved in gold.
Then
All
on
that stands in their way
Sunset,
is
Giants
BBL
are just kind
turning
of
a
good at Sunset, and then they've
disadvantage in
won
this
both
map, and
pistols
then
here on
winning 2
Bind.
more maps after it.
This map's been a little bit
If
more
you've been watching
scrappy, I
this
think,
series
from
from
both
the
teams,
start,
but
you'd know that
I
believing
just
in
don't
that
think
at
this
point
comp suits BBL,
is
if I'm being
impossible.
real. I think they don't look very comfortable on it, particularly.
GiantX, it's got to feel good. We know that so many have doubted them coming into this year, myself included, and no doubt that doesn't go unnoticed on the side of the team, the players. As you look at predictions, you look at the conversations in the community. I'll even watch the desk back, and starting out the year, there was not much favor for them.
And there shouldn't have been, just to clarify
There
as
shouldn't
well.
have been, and I think the results at the start of the year
This is
kind of prove
depressing.
that.
Yeah.
They've taken
Don't
a
see
while
Americas, yeah.
to find their form, but as we've said, heating up at just the right
To be honest, this
moment.
might give me time to sleep. I might be able to get to
9-5
sleep.
lead,
I could
huge
sleep in
advantage
between
to play with.
this and
When it
America.
comes to rifle rounds, they have looked like the better squad in this series. This one will be a bonus. There will be weaknesses, but there will be no reason to count GX out, for BBL to take their foot off the gas. This is a must-win with many more to follow.
Well, that's the thing. I think we came into this series
2 hours of sleep? Yeah, but if I
saying
don't
that
watch the show match,
GX had to
which I
still
won't,
prove that they were worthy
then that's an
of
extra
one of
hour
those
as well.
4 slots.
It's only set. When
I
does
think
the
now
match
we
start?
sit here saying
The game
BBL
starts in like 4 hours.
need to
It's
prove
like
they're
I
worthy
get
of a
3 hours
match.
of sleep there.
They have been dismantled from start to finish.
Nice trade.
They'll get the first kill in this round, but again, those fundamentals, the trades, have been sublime.
Oh, big kill. Okay, they should be good now. Got shower control.
That's going to be secured at least, but the numbers disadvantage combined with the weapons disadvantage, that could play against them. 2 players light. That outlaw.
Oh, Iris in a lot of trouble now. Like, where does he look?
17, he's got the regen shields, and he'll wait those out, but Ara makes a move
Nice try.
into the smoke.
I mean,
11 to
better
shut
than
him down
nice try.
through.
He got a kill.
Cloud now with the K, looking very good.
He gets 1 kill. He gets
Both
ulti.
these players. A single shot from the outlaw will claim a life. Already, you're going to see that denial of the defuse. Now Thrash on its way. They have to deal with that, and with a player primed and ready to swing from back, the time now becomes a big enemy. The final threads fraying from the loom for BBL as they
Should be
are
GG.
torn
It should be
asunder.
GG.
Double digits
It should be
for
GG.
GX. A bonus round 1. And they are silencing every doubt, 1 play at a time.
Yeah, Corbino in these late round scenarios, I can tell you for free, everyone at BBL is going to be having nightmares about this man. He's catching up to Westside, by the way. After some of the incredible stuff he did in the first half, and he's not particularly slowed down.
What happened to BBL? They just haven't turned up today, it must be said. Again, I think you can take each map kind of individually. Ascent, they didn't play well. Giants had a very good plan. They're starting attack side Ascent. It doesn't go well. You lose. That's the problem with picking Ascent sometimes. Map 2, Giants are good at Sunset. You're not as good at Sunset. You lose. Map 3, we're picking a map where we don't fit our comp. We aren't comfortable on our comp. And we lose. Like, you never really want it, like when you're playing something a bit weird, right? When you're playing, like, something that you're like, okay, this is not something you see every day, like I saw Yoru on this map. You don't want, in the post-match interview, the other team's IGL to say, yeah, it's not that hard to play against. Generally, when you're picking a comp that has some surprise factor to it, I don't think that's generally what you're hoping that they would say.
BBL are yet to show a reason why not to believe.
Where are you?
We talked about the start of the year.
Especially when we've got a guy on ISO that we try and farm the ult for that isn't very good at winning ults.
Remember how it started? They
But a
played
Yoru
3
can't
games
play
in
Yoru.
kickoff. They're opening against BBL, and they lost that 2-1.
It's not ideal.
Kickoff was a short tournament
Can't exit through hooker at all.
for GX, but now they're back for vengeance. They've taken their time. They've turned their wounds into weapons. They've made changes, and now this arsenal is unleashed on BBL.
Giants are also playing, you know,
The biggest day
fundamentally
in
good
this
Valorant.
organization's history within Valorant. A team with a story of almost in playoffs, and now almost in champions. But that may be where this story ends. A light bite here. 11-5 as it should be. And Ara's making sure it will be. Their backs are against the wall.
That was the same on their route to Toronto. BBL seemed to get all the way and then trip just as they're about to board that plane. And well, I think it's safe to say that it's been Westside that has been putting those trips down. He has stopped them at every single opportunity in this match.
Oh, BBL. What a bad day to play your worst game in a while. Centauro Wicked, thanks to the 11 months. And again, reminder, BBL almost beat Liquid. They were very close to being Liquid. Could have been Liquid. Ended up not quite doing it.
Final. And we saw how close they were when they played Liquid last time. There is no question that, sure, they'll go in once again as underdogs. But hey, let's be real. They played Na'Vi. I think most people had Na'Vi. They played Fnatic. I think most people have Fnatic. They played Liquid, and it was damn close. And now they play BBL, and, well, you look at our predictions, other than Bayer. And everything pointed towards a BBL victory, but GX have proved us wrong.
Now you've got ISO ult here. Potentially deal with any
every
Razor.
single day in the lower bracket.
ISO ult is a very good counter
It's
to a
hard
Razor.
not to favor BBL because yes, GX were close,
You probably
but
can
BBL,
predict where that Razor is coming
they
from.
were bloody close.
And you can just
One
send
round
it,
away
and the
from
Razor will
securing
probably be
it.
the first one you catch.
Even
And it will suppress
when
them
asked who
instantly.
he wanted to face
And you'll be in a gunfight.
in that grand final, he said BBL again without hesitation.
When the Champs group draws after the
It doesn't
Americas
look
Grand
like he'll
Final.
be getting his wish this rifle round. This is a year
I think.
in the making for BBL. Tournament after tournament.
I thought that was his old drop in there
this,
for a
and
second.
this
Oh
rifle
my
round,
god.
it could define it all with Magnum already falling.
He has
And
to win this one.
From Levin. He's been bad in them. They haven't worked out, but finally he'll connect. A lifeline for BBL.
Yeah, good position from Sociable as well. Still though, he's forced back into Ara. Every action has a reaction, and the reactions from GX have just been better. Their calls have been better. Their synergy has been better. Even the heroes that sit on the stage right now today, they have been better. Levin looking for a fight, but he's
13
tagged
HP,
low.
but
Yumpy
it's winnable,
sat
2v2.
alongside him.
Don't have a ton of util.
They are waiting on the GX side for someone to try and make a play. Ara, with confidence up front, will be the first point of contact, and he will be
Well,
the
7
last.
chances to close this
3
out.
kills for him.
If they
12
lost from
fight
this
for
point,
GX.
this will be known as the greatest choke of all time.
In a row, if they are to be denied their spot at champions, One that they have fought for through that lower bracket. And one that they deserve.
One enemy remaining.
This team failed so many times starting out this year. It looked like their story was already written, but they made every change necessary. Not just in the roster, but in their play. And now look at them. Carried the weight of their failures and turned it into fuel, and that fuel has brought them deep along the road to Paris. One more stop.
I tell them not chokers, like you're just being harsh.
And they'll be locking it in. BBL 7 in a row. It seems impossible.
No, Giants went to champs in 2023.
That's been the story of this grand
They
final.
won LCQ.
They went into their map choice, they got battered. They showed some glimpses on their opponents, but ultimately a 13-8, and now they sit.
Where's CN in all this? CN is the fucking biggest Giants fan I know.
GX.
And isn't here to witness this.
Sit.
In fact, she's the only Giants fan I know.
So many opportunities to close this one out. The pressure being put onto Levin, the flash has been shot, and the crossfire looking decent.
Try a full flood out hooker. It's a bold strategy, Colin. Let's see if it pays off for him. It won't.
Can pull off another big play.
No, he has been great.
He's been unreal.
Spike dropped down in the
You
open.
and Troy were talking about the only options for BBL now, V.
Well,
That's because I didn't think Giants were that great. I'll be honest. But honestly, fair play to them. I've got nothing against Giants. Fair play. They've locked in. I mean, I think I've been pretty high on Westside this whole year.
One opportunity given to GX.
But to be fair,
and the dream
I just thought they were too inconsistent.
Will be over.
Come on, boys. This is it. 6 more to go. Big ult advantage.
Oh, we're looking at some positives. At least for this round, they do have an ult advantage. I don't know how long that's going to last with how many opportunities there are. Already a lot of control being taken. An orb that can go in the other direction, and will. It doesn't bring Ara particularly close. It's the Viper's Pit that makes me nervous. Flickless has that online. So if a site take comes through for GX, they can give themselves a great post plan.
Magnum needs to hold strong here. This side of the site crumbles.
Oh.
The rest may soon follow. Nightfall used, but Hours bringing the nightmare to reality.
And ready for the TP. Good comms. Wow.
Like GX
GG.
have done it.
Giants are going to champs. Holy shit.
Starting this year's, will they have taken
This game was never in doubt. I mean, they were just clearly the better team.
them into the strengths of today. Profek, the last man standing. And it's a formality, a pit to fight through.
And an Aura 4K to end it. GG.
13-6.
I mean, very deserved. Oh, Yankee. I mean, that is sad. That is sad.
Giants got 13-0D this year. Are they winning it all?
God, imagine if they did. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. But man, what a sad year for BBL. What a sad fucking year for BBL. They're still one of the teams that hasn't been to an international. And they came so fucking close to, like, all of them. I didn't quite manage to do it. Man, that's rough.
The team that was just one round away from locking in champions yesterday. And now...
That's so sad, man. See you next year. Fire someone. Fire them into the sun.
But I'm sure for the guys down on that stage.
Do 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 do. God, still using ticking away. Still recycling ticking away. Bro, let's get a better song this year, shall we? Come on, let's get a banger this year.
Like 3 times this year Barrel looked like they could qual for an event, and all 3 times they failed when they were only 1 to 2 games away.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to tell him it's not for champs.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly though, good for Giants. Good for Giants. You know? I mean, someone asked how the seeding is done. The seeding is top 2. So if you win your region, your first seed. Second place is second seed. And then third is the top points team. So like EMEA, for instance, will be between Liquid and Giants 1-2. Whoever wins. And then Fnatic are 3 and Heretics are 4.
If GX win it all.
Mod?
CI
I don't think
deserved
CM wants
mod.
to be a mod.
Also see you for Americas.
Yeah, I
It's
could actually sleep a
incredible.
bit here.
So, did you guys hear this? There's a West Side chant going on. I might as well just get straight into it. Did you ever think that you were going to be on this stage and it's going to turn into this color? It's going to confirm that you guys are going to be going to champs? I'll start with you, Ara, because you've only been on this stage 11 times.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really believe it. Like, I'm gonna be realistic. I didn't believe in my first season I'm gonna go to champions. But like, life can be surprising, so I think I just take it, and I'm just gonna be humble and just take this chance to prove myself.
You happy?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
I'm so happy for you, Ara. I'm so happy. Grubby, like, we gotta stop meeting like this, because the first time I interviewed you, you know, you were saying how it was kind of nice because you win, you get interviewed. This is like 3 times in a space of 2 weeks. Are you used to it now, standing here?
I mean, after a few wins, I got used to it.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy I can be now here, because this interview I didn't have yet.
Yeah, this is the first, yeah. We'll do it in Paris as well. We'll have another one in Paris.
And it's actually like first time going for me to international. After the last split, I didn't expect it. And what? Now see you in Paris.
I mean, Ara was talking about how happy he is. What are some of the emotions you're feeling right now?
I mean, for sure I'm happy and excited to go to champs. I'm excited to play against like different regions. Like, emotions are not still yet, because like we are after the game, but I think after some time in the apartment after this game, I'm gonna feel it more.
What are you cooking tomorrow? Are you gonna make breakfast?
Tomorrow we need to have a feast.
A feast? Everyone's invited? All right, we're coming over for some breakfast tomorrow. The job is not done, because I'm sure now you've locked champs. You want to win the title, right, Ara? You want to win it in your rookie year?
Yeah, for sure. Just a lot to process for me right now. I don't have any words, so... yeah.
I'll ask really simple questions. I'll let Grubby take care of this one first. Liquid, you faced them before, very recently. What do you think will be different this time around? What have you learned in this lower bracket run?
I mean, I think we like learn how to handle some stress situation better, like stress round. I think it's gonna be harder game for us against Liquid than last time, because also they played like already 2 games in playoffs, so they are also in this like playing games style and stuff like this, you know. So it's gonna be probably harder. But overall, yeah, like I think what we learned important is to handle the situations better.
The stress, the pressure, and so on. Now, Ara, you said to me before, you're kind of the vibes person on a GX. But as I think we've learned today from seeing your comms, from seeing how you've handled this best of 5, I think everybody has sort of a vibe.
Is that a tail cosplay that this guy is doing?
Yeah, for sure. Especially Westside with his famous voice line, like, "Where are you guys? Where are you?" Especially Westside, but yeah, everyone has his own vibe. So yeah, everyone is just vibe, has his own vibe.
Yeah, what kind of vibe are you bringing? So you know we have like people that are like funny,
The tail
people that are serious,
cosplay is making me
people that are
go
always
crazy.
standing up and trash talking.
I don't think I've ever seen a tail
I'm
one
trying
before.
to stay supportive, but like sometimes
Shades just make it cool.
Like when the game is good for me.
No, I like that it doesn't seem perfect.
Support,
There's
a
something
lot of
about
my
it that
teammates.
seems.
Like, I support them every round. I don't know if you could see in like player cam. But yeah, I'm more of a supportive guy, you know. So
like a hype man, you know.
yeah, something like that.
Cheerleader.
Yeah, something like that.
Love that. What about you, Groovy? How do you fit into this?
He's hard to say. I think it's better for Ara to answer. No, Groovy is silent. The silent guy, I think. He's not really saying. He's hyping us up, but he's still silent, I think, by himself.
So you talk when it's actually useful, you know. You're not just like over adding too much energy.
Yeah, I don't think I over like coming the stuff.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
That's very, very,
For sure.
very important. Do you think that's going to be enough against Team Liquid? Because it feels like for you guys, it's a real team effort right now. Everybody has their moments in terms of the support, the hype, the clutches, everything. Is that going to be enough to
Don't know what grubby means? Yeah, Grubinho.
Team Liquid is good. They're in
Grubby.
a good form, and we are also in a good form. The last game we played against them, I think we lost overtime. We were winning like 12-11. So I think it's gonna be a good match. Both teams, I think, we're on the kind of same level right now in terms of form. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game.
And group, what's the biggest win condition, Groovy, for you guys? How do you win tomorrow?
How do we win tomorrow? I think playing like today. It's gonna be the most important part, you know.
Disciplined, you know, get the fundamentals.
Show my
Are you
pick'ems?
both spoken
No.
about this sort of
That would be embarrassing.
Why is that so important to you?
I mean, like, we didn't, like, okay, this is what we did now. We won the game. We did something big. We
I've
qualified.
had word my pick'em.
But compared to other teams, it's still nothing. Like, we didn't do something, like, huge, you know? So,
You gotta
like,
win.
why would be, how to say it, like, more cocky, I would say.
I like
There's
that.
no point, you know?
Yeah, I understand. So I'll ask you a nice question because you're going to
They're not
Champs,
gonna
you're gonna
single
be for
game
the first
right.
time in your career playing against some players you've never played against before. Who are you bringing an extra jersey for? You're packing a jersey to do a jersey swap with another player at Champs. Who you got your eye on?
I think Aspas. It would be nice to play with
That
him.
is impressive. That's impressive. That's like
really
actually
him,
hard to
but,
do. If you were
but
trying to
then
pick
it was
and get
Aspas.
0,
So, yeah, Aspas for me, I think.
I'll make it happen for you. Yeah, Groovy?
For me, I think I would like to swap my jersey with Bank from Sentinels. Oh, Bang.
Oh, the role. Okay, I see that. I see that. I mean, you could even be in their groups. Who knows? So that's going to be very interesting. But for now, congratulations once again. Pipson is over there staring at you, looking like a proud father.
Yes.
But thank you so much, you two, for joining.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna be back. As I said, I won't watch the show match. So sorry about that. There will be no show match watching for me. But I will watch Sen and RG, I think. I might actually try and sleep. So goodbye. I will see you later. And have a nice day.